Yeah, I can't comment. I didn't celebrate the New Year either. I do that on the spring equinox, so
But I guess Happy New Year to everybody that does celebrate it. So our question today, I'll ask you, Nathan. I'll ask you. Why can't I find it again? Okay. Where is it? Is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom? It's an interesting one today.
yeah, I would say no to that, just because you kind of need your sanity and peace of mind in order to have wisdom in the first place and intelligence, right? If you're not sane, then that's not going to benefit you, and sanity is what's got you out of the globe in the first place.
Yes, that is a good point. Does anybody want to answer the question, or should we start calling on people?
I mean, I want to know Sophia because I like her. She's nice.
Yeah, she's okay. Hey, Sophia. No, I'm just. Oh, she deaf. Yeah, she'll probably.
That's just my look with women.
Yeah.
I pressed the wrong button. I accidentally did. Now, keep in mind, I'm just okay. Not a tad more than that.
Right? No, I'm just joking.
Okay, so Rachel, just say again. You have to choose between sanity and.
Okay, so is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Yes.
So you would take the.
Then that's what we all do every day here in the server.
Well, I guess you'd have to define what you think sanity is, but yeah.
Well, some of the people that come in sort of disturbs my sanity. I mean, when you have to argue the same point over and over and just don't get it. That makes me lose some sanity sometimes. But I think it's still worth it though, because well, you know the truth. And you know what's going on around you, and you know the reality that you're in. I would rather have that and be a little crazy than not know.
Yeah. No, I'm interested to see what everybody has to say because everybody's perspective is so different. So that's awesome. Thank you for answering. I think.
You have sanity if you don't have intelligence.
Yeah, because if you're dumb, you're just going to be at peace with yourself anyway.
It's so conflicting. There's like two ways to look at it.
I know. I agree. But it'll be an interesting question. Who do we have? We have Jesus incarnate. This individual is on the fence. I don't know if they're
Hello?
around. Oh, hi. Welcome. How are you?
Sorry, I just heard you say my name. What's up?
Oh, well, we're just doing a program or a show called Precious Metal Takeover. And I'm just, welcoming you because I've never talked to you before, and it seems that you're on the fence. So, did you want to have a discussion about the Earth, or do you have any questions?
I'm a mathematical physicist. I know a lot about where I live. I know all the lies. Don't worry, I know.
Okay,
I have
so
achieved God consciousness.
So what's keeping you on the fence then?
Like I said, I'm a mathematical physicist. I went through like basically 8 years of learning globe, so imagine learning nothing but globe physics for 8 years, 10 hours, 12 hours a day.
So you're saying that because you were taught it, that's why you believe it? Or what are you saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty good that you can actually admit that. So you're just kind of trying to work through that then? Is that
Yeah, that's kind of
what
why
you
I'm
meant?
here.
Okay.
It's admirable.
Hey, Guppy Gut. Yeah, it is.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't really like how the
Yeah.
mathematics formed it, dude.
Happy New Year, Redford.
Thanks. Same to
Happy
you,
New Year.
Guppy Gut.
Yeah.
What did you want to ask me?
Oh, just if you had any questions, basically.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, because that's what we
So
kind of do, right? In here, is we talk
if
to people about their.
here we kind of eliminate the gravity thing, right? So
Yeah.
it's all about density, right? And that's what causes things to fall. Higher dense objects fall to the lower dense objects, and it reaches equilibrium.
Well,
That
it's
is
not
why.
just density, because if you heat mercury, it will evaporate, and it's still the one of the most dense elements. But it will, as it's hot, it will rise like hot gases.
Yeah,
But it's still a metal and very heavy.
yeah. So
It's heavier than the
bring it
normal air.
inside of you could basically
Yeah.
turn it into a gas, and it'll be below. Like it'll stay on
On
relatively
the
low, right?
floor,
Yeah,
yes, on the
because it's less
floor,
dense,
but
it's more dense than the air, right?
it,
Even in its gaseous form.
if you still heat it like very hot, it will rise above the air.
So, is there any way to have very, very high speed travel with some sort of energy transfer instead of typical mechanical motion?
Yep.
Well, yeah, probably. I have read some fascinating books about uh, hot gaseous mercury propulsion principles, but they they're not empirical proven or used. Maybe they are secret military technology and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about those mercury cylindrical spinning
Yeah.
motors. They put it in a toroid and they spin it in a circle to create a
Yeah.
magnetic singularity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've seen it on videos too. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
What do you think of levitation by sound?
Sonal levitation, yeah, it's very interesting, and that's actually, for me at least, I call it the only uh, gas pressure without a container, solid container, closed container, but you still need gas pressure and a special setup to achieve it. So,
Yeah, you need to use two standing waves and
yeah, you need the speaker and a reflector. So
yeah.
you create that interference, and yeah, that point of interference is a point of higher gas pressure, but it will not happen without the reflector screen.
Well, you could. What if these quote UFOs are using the ground, the flat plane, to bounce off
Mhm.
sound waves?
Or the dome. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is like heavy speculation.
So if the Earth is flat, and what do you guys think about this quote atmosphere that resides in our planet? What do you think?
Air.
Uh,
The air
yeah, but
that we breathe.
how does it stay in here. Even if it's a plane, there should be some way to hold it. So like,
Yeah, it has to be
There's a
contained.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it's not
gas
gravity
pressure.
containment. So what's
The
the
antecedent, no, the antecedent for gas pressure is the closed container.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what
so there has to
that
be.
container is, we don't know. I mean, I I probably haven't seen 10% of this world, so in my lifetime.
Yeah, I started seeing videos of NASA footage. I saw one really cool piece of NASA footage in here where it showed like a
Yeah.
rat on a propulsion system in space.
Oh yeah, that's
And
actually from the
if you know
SpaceX.
if you
Yeah.
know Newton's third law,
Hmm.
um, that rat has to physically put force equivalent to propulsion just to stay on the
Yeah,
aircraft.
yeah,
So how is it
yeah.
doing that? A little rat like that?
Is walking. The rocket has its own gravity uh, field, which is not actually a true field, but yeah, it's an anomaly, or I don't know what they say it is, but it is a rat. Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way that thing can stay on there like that if it was in space.
mm, yeah. I wanted to ask a question, but yeah, I forgot.
All right.
Was there anything else that you were interested in or was on your mind that you wanted to discuss?
Okay, so what do you think that they're teaching Globe Earth for? What do you think is the end goal of the establishment of the government?
Well, I mean, that's very speculative, right? I'm not
Oh,
them. I can't say for sure. And normally in the live stream, we don't usually talk about speculation, but because we're doing PMT, we kind of allow it a little bit more. But I mean, it kind of stems down to control and power, right? And people can't overthrow you. And that's what they want,
yeah.
right? That control. That seems to be what it kind of comes down to. I mean, then you can go into like it's a spiritual war as well. But again, that's all just
I
speculation.
will take it. I will take it more into like ownership. If I take you on a street and I show you a house and I make the positive claim that house is mine, then you would ask me to believe me. Before you believe me, you would ask me, okay, describe what's inside that house. Like how many rooms, what color is the couch, how big is the couch, where is position, how many stains are on the couch, and stuff like that. And if I don't know to tell you, or if I tell you something and then we check that house and what I told you does not correspond to what you find in that house, then for you it means I was lying and that house is not mine. You will say that.
So essentially, the government's robbing what's on the planet.
Yes, when we accept it is a globe, they know this premise is false, this statement is false, and we actually acknowledge to them that we do not know this place. So this place is not ours. So they
I think
take ownership over it.
I think one of the main reasons is that they are trying to hide that we have a creator.
Yeah.
Right? There's so many reasons for it. So again, it's
Yeah.
just all speculation because we're not them. I'm not going around teaching people the globe. So that's just something that, you can kind of, once you keep going down the quote unquote rabbit holes, you'll kind of see patterns in what they're trying to do. But again, it's just all speculating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
as a
you
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
physicist,
go for it. No, Nathan, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Sophia said in particular about the creator because, right, I used to be Christian, but I'm agnostic now. But even so, what Flat Earth does, it makes you realize that, you're living in a creation, and the antecedent to a creation would be a creator, or creators plural, right? So whichever way you look at it, right, flat, closed system, a flat Earth, being a closed system, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. Something or someone's made it, right? I don't make claims to what it is because I can't prove any of that, or etc. But again, I'm not naive enough to say that this creation came about without some kind of intelligent design, right? It's obvious we're living in an intelligent construct. And yeah, I think that's just the main goal. They try to hide that from you, right? And tell you that you live on a globe and that you're insignificant, you're not special, because it's pretty obvious, that we are special, and there's a lot more to this place than they tell us.
Yeah. They took ownership both of this realm, the world where we live in, and also they took ownership of the heavens.
What do you mean by that?
Whoa.
Well, they describe us what there is above us, but how do you know that is actually what they say? Like giant burning balls, gaseous balls, like stars. They call them stars. And giant spinning balls made of rocks and gases and liquids and whatever. you know. How do we know that infinite vacuum of space exists? And it is a medium that we can travel to.
So that was a lot. Everybody said a bunch of things,
Yeah.
and we didn't give you. We tend to do that in here, so let's give you a chance to respond and add anything that you would like to add to that.
Who, me?
Yes. Yeah. Because you asked the question, right?
All right. So with the outer space part, I've seen videos of these things called sololuminescence, where they create lights with sound.
Yeah.
And for all you know, there could be, if the Earth is really flat and there's something encapsulating, closing us off from what's
Yeah.
out, then there could be things put up there, who knows how high, whatever, with using sound to create light. And they
Yeah.
can make it small, they can make it look far with, it's not hard to do. It's just simple manipulation. I'm not
Well,
I'm not trying to say that's what the truth is, but that's something that can be done.
yes, it's very good kind of speculation. It's something that we can reproduce. Yeah, it's a very good analogy. I myself, I have used this
Like
example
what?
many times. Yeah, and for example, I use it to say that, above there has to be an ocean of superfluid liquid helium, and inside that liquid you can have this phenomena like sonoluminescence and supermagnetism, superconductivity, etc., which I'm pretty sure you are very well familiar if
Oh
you're
yeah.
a physicist. Yeah, so yeah, you sure know what I'm talking about.
So you think whatever's up above in the heavens is a sea of helium?
Yeah, I think the helium is the making element of the heavens, So helium is not rising because it's lighter than the air. It's actually rising because it is attracted to the positive Gaussian plane, the heavens, and the ground is the negative. And vast majority of the elements in nature belong to the negative. But helium is making something like a giant fountain. It comes from beneath the earth at the North Pole. It rises in a gaseous form up into the heavens, where it starts accelerating when it reaches high altitudes. Um, there is less air, breathable air, and helium starts accelerating, and you quickly go into highly charged particles. It becomes that, and uh, at some point, at very high altitude, the temperatures drop uh, all the way to 5 Kelvin, where helium would condensate and start precipitating on that sea from above, and it will rain like in a dome shape outwards to the edges of the world, where it flows again beneath the world. So it goes all the way
Oh,
back
I
to the
see what you're
center
trying
at
to
the
say.
north. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a closed circuit.
Yeah, so it spits out
Yeah,
from the north, comes back out into the south, and it just,
yeah,
infinite cycle.
yeah. But of course, for this, we have to prove it. And but I'm also curious. I have searched about superfluid
That's a
liquid
very good
helium.
explanation. How come you don't think it's hydrogen? Because that's the smallest
Mm.
element and least dense. Also very
Well,
ionic.
yeah, but um, yeah, helium-3 and also hydrogen-3 are the most rare elements in the world. It's true, and I think they say that in stars, in that nuclear fusion process, hydrogen disintegrates the hydrogen atom and then recombines itself into helium, which also goes through same kind of processes. Yeah, it's an element that transits from one to another, from hydrogen to helium, switches back and forth. But yeah, I haven't been digging too much into particle physics, subatomic and nuclear. Yeah, I'm not an expert.
Oh, yeah, and Dave, Hinkle did put that in the text chat, and you did say that, like, I think at the beginning that it's just I don't know if
Mm,
it's your opinion, but it is speculation, right? Because he can't actually go up there and
yeah.
prove all that. So, like we had said, preface this before, this is all just speculation
Mm.
talk, just so you're aware.
I would like to ask you a question, though, that you are a physicist. Um, do you think if we have a pipe and we pump superfluid liquid helium through this
We'd get
pipe?
superconductivity. I know what you're getting at. We'd have lots of energy.
No, if
What
you
are you getting at?
pump the liquid through a pipe, do you think we will have a magnetic field around that pipe, just like we have around a copper wire when we run
Absolutely.
electricity through it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Then yeah, because this was you, you definitely know about the Earth's giant magnetic field, and it's pretty uniform. Like its strength uh, does it doesn't have a high gradient. Like the further you go from the north, its magnetic intensity, attraction, power of attraction is pretty much the same when you use a compass to actually measure that. So it has the same kind of attraction power if you are like 1,000 kilometers far away from the north or 5,000.
All right.
Yeah. Um, yeah, this is the problem because it is giant, this magnetic field. And if this helium circuit, like in like a donut shape, uh, in the world, this would explain how we can have such a giant magnet with such a uniform uh, magnetic attraction strength.
Are you following what he's saying?
Yeah.
Because I know we've kind of gotten off topic, like, a little bit from, like, it's kind of just ventured, right? So,
Yeah,
are you following what he's saying? Because I know it can be
Yeah.
right? Okay, perfect. And you just got really quiet, so I was just making sure.
No, I'm just looking at websites and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. That's
Can I
pretty cool.
ask you something?
Yeah, go for it,
Can I
Sophia.
ask
We can
you
hear you.
something, if he doesn't mind? So, since you're like a physicist and you were taught the globe for so many years, how did you get interested in flat Earth in the first place? What made you start looking into it?
All right. So, according to Newtonian gravitation, you need mass, quote, mass for gravitation. But if you want to send, say, for example, the Earth rotating around the Sun, you say Gm1 m2 over r squared equals mv squared over r. And
yeah,
then the masses cancel out.
yeah,
So apparently you don't need masses to rotate around each other.
yeah,
Well, what is gravity then?
exactly. It's a magic number,
It's
acceleration.
like think of it like
It's
this: in
algebraic
theoretical
trickery.
physics, we make
Yeah.
formulas, and then this is what we say. We can make it work because we add a constant and multiply it. We're all right. That's what we do
Yeah.
in physics. It's so stupid.
Mm. Yeah. Have you looked, for example, in the vectorial equation formula for incoherent electrostatic acceleration and compare it with the gravity force formula where you have two bodies orbiting?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Well, the problem is in the gravity one, that formula is not a vectorial formula
What do you mean?
because you only have the attraction between the bodies. You do not have repulsion force.
Well, the idea of gravity is that it only attracts to each other. So
Yeah,
that's kind of
it's
like the thing
it's
of
a
gravity.
univectorial force. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Which is kind of
and
fictitious.
yeah, it's not complete. I mean, all the forces in nature are have a binary construct. Like to establish a field where a force can manifest into, you need to have a force of attraction and a repulsion, and for this you need like a polarity, like north south, or charges, positive and negative, so you can have these forces of attraction or repulsion.
In when I was in my second year, we learned something called Lagrangian mechanics, where you basically deal with
Yeah,
energy and how it comes together in mechanics. You basically
yeah.
eliminate the idea of Newtonian. You eliminate forces and only work in terms of energy.
Hmm.
And if if that's the case, what is this this quote gravitational energy? If you can eliminate gravity as a force to solve the
Yeah,
mechanics, then what is this gravitational energy?
Okay, before you answer that, Get Beget, I
interesting.
just want to
Yeah.
give anybody else an opportunity, any other silvers in here that want to answer the question, because that's kind of the whole point of the precious metal takeover, and we kind of got to reformat it a bit. So, is there anybody else that wants to jump in and answer that for him or join the conversation?
If no one, then I will ask another question. It's a
Yeah,
good
of course,
question.
Get Beget. I just want to make sure that everybody
Yeah,
has the
yeah,
opportunity, of course, to join in.
sure,
But
of
yeah,
course.
so but if nobody else jumps up, then take it away.
Yeah. Well, according to Newton's laws of motion, this is regarding his laws of motion. One of the laws states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, correct?
Yeah, I was actually talking about that before with the
Yeah,
rat on the SpaceX
yeah,
mission with the
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And
go on.
the problem I have with this one is also into superfluid liquid helium. When you have a lake of liquid helium which is below the lambda point, where it becomes a superfluid, um, it says it has zero viscosity and it is a frictionless medium. So if you had a boat on it and you start the engine and the propeller is spinning inside the liquid, it will generate no current
Can you
because it's a
repeat that point
frictionless
again?
medium. So, uh, superfluid liquid helium, it has zero viscosity and it is a
Okay,
frictionless
so no friction because
medium.
it has zero viscosity.
Yeah,
It's not thick, right?
yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
superfluid, basically what you said. Yeah, go
yeah.
on. Sorry.
And it has also this property, it flows in two opposite directions in the same time, like it's
You
in
describe that to
quantum
me?
mechanics, it's something very normal. Like clockwise and counterclockwise spin in the same time.
Okay, okay, I got you.
Yeah, yeah. And this is how it manifests in the superfluid liquid helium. And because of this, it makes it a frictionless medium. So if you have a propeller spinning inside this liquid, it will generate no current. So you cannot push yourself from it.
Yeah.
And it demolishes Newton's laws of motion. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, right, because they're particles,
yeah,
technically they should still have friction to them, right?
yeah, 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 correct.
That's actually a that's actually a very good point. That's why I think it's better to look in terms
Hmm.
of the thermodynamic laws and equilibrium.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, I'm not saying the whole physics is wrong, but quite a lot of it, what they teach, like in elementary school and high school, it's a lot of BS.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
A lot of it is.
yeah, it's corrupted. It's a shame that they have hijacked this noble science, which is physics.
Well, it's not science anymore, it's a fucking religion now.
Yeah, they turned it into a religion. I mean, if we were, for example, to go along with Einstein, this world's so-called genius, then if I were to say Einstein was right, that would mean to accept that my feet are older than my head. You know?
Yeah.
Now, do you think do you have like physicist friends who would be willing to listen and learn?
I don't actually have physicist friends. All my friends are mainly computer science people. They do like quantum
Mhm.
AI stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the new hotness.
Yeah, no, they're actually doing research right now. They're making an
Mhm.
AI to recognize emotion in music,
Mhm.
Oh,
and
interesting.
it's only 70 or 80% accurate or something like that.
Yeah.
But
So
a
how
master's
long?
degree out of it.
Oh wow. I do have a question though about you and so when did you start looking into the flat earth? Like when did that formally really stick in your brain?
Uh,
Mhm.
Hearing about it.
okay, so please don't ban me, but the first time I ever came in here, I used to troll,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
I stopped and I started listening, and I kind of realized how a lot of the people in here are pretty intelligent.
Yeah.
Like they know a lot for people who oh my god, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you cut
For
out.
people who refute the common indoctrination, they know a lot about it.
Narrative. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. No, that's good. Continue. Continue.
Well,
Oh, sorry, Geppy. I don't know if he was done.
yeah, I just wanted to say that not to worry. I hope he doesn't get banned. I mean, the mods here do not ban people out of the blue, so
No.
don't worry. Yeah.
Are you still there, Jesus incarnate?
Yeah, but
Mhm.
when I started coming in here, not as a troll, I started talking about and taking it seriously, and you guys know a lot. You know a lot about the globe and the flat, and you point out very
Yeah.
very obvious contradictions in the globe, and I agree with it too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and that I mean, that's kind of where there's a few
Mhm.
people that have come in here, right? They troll, they think it's all a joke, and then they realize, like what you said, that people are not idiots and they
Yeah.
actually know what they're talking about, right? Because we look into it ourselves. You don't just go based upon what you've been told, and we question things in here. So that's good. I'm glad that you actually, came in and listened and stopped trolling, and now you can have a good
Yeah.
conversation. And that's when we have the best conversations, when you're open to exploring new things. So that's awesome. Thank you for joining us.
All
And
right.
I hope you keep coming back.
I hope you
Uh,
stay here in the family with capital FE from Flat Earth.
what do you think of Tundra Berry? What do you think of the New Age physics?
Who are you asking?
Is it-
Oh, hold on, my headset disconnected.
It's okay.
But he used your new name.
He yeah, he called you Tundra Berry
Oh,
or something. Yeah.
I thought I was like, that's awesome.
Danger is to change your name.
Sorry, what, Sophia? What? Who changed? I
You see how dangerous it is to keep changing your name?
yeah, maybe, but it's fun. And it is like the tundra here. It was like minus 33 earlier. It's cold. Celsius, people, Celsius. Anyways, what did you ask, Jesus incarnate? What were you asking?
What do you think of this New Age physics?
It should be Snow Bear.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had Igloo Bear for a bit, but there seems to be a lag with me. I don't know. My computer and Discord is having an issue, but I don't really know too much
Polar
about
bear.
polar bear. um, yeah, that too. You guys, the options are endless. Get ready. It's winter has just begun, so we can get creative.
Mhm.
I don't really know too much about. What do you mean, like new age physics exactly?
Yeah, I'm curious too.
The globe.
Ah, the globe.
Oh, so you're asking what my opinion
It
is of
Yeah.
the
basically
globe
built up to the
model?
idea. It built
Yeah.
the globe built up. Then they developed general relativity. They developed particle physics, and now they're trying to play God. They're trying to
Mm.
teleport things now. They're trying to do time travel.
Yeah, I mean, I
Um,
think that it's all just like to trick you to like what we were kind of talking about earlier with them hiding what the truth is and hiding creation and different things like that, because the more I look into it and the more I read and how they've, tried to simulate the distance of a star, like it's crazy, and just how people attach themselves to that belief. And then the next guy keeps using that as reference, but that first guy had never backed anything up. So it just seems like this snowball of people just adding what they think, but then they say it's fact, science, and it's just not. And then people just seem to be like, hey, I'm too busy to like think for myself. Why don't you just tell me? But that's kind of how the education system is set up to begin with. It's just to regurgitate. How well can you regurgitate the information that we're giving you? And if you can't regurgitate it well, then we're going to keep you till you can, kind of thing. And it's just a very crazy brainwashing
Can I
technique,
say
in my
something?
opinion. Yeah, of course, please.
So this is what I don't like about this is the one thing I don't like the most about our system. You go to school, you ask them what you're there to do. You're there to learn, and then they say you got to go get a job when you're done to go work and support yourself. So if the world's about making money and supporting yourself, then why don't they teach you specifically nothing but how to make money?
Well, and it's kind of, I've thought about this as well. It's interesting because what do you want to be when you grow up, right? It's always that ingrained in us. We're never living in the moment either. We're always looking to the future, always stressing about that. Yeah, what are you going to do? So yeah, it starts from very young, and I don't think people are aware of the implications that it has on people.
Yeah, and the media does this subtle thing where if you just ask a question or you point out something that's contradicting in the story, then you're a science denier or you're not an expert.
Right.
You
They
know?
lump you're sorry, Sophia, they lump everybody together, right? Effie, QAnon, whatever else ridiculous things. And
Oh my
I
god.
mean, it's crazy. And I've even read articles where they're talking about science. This is this is a little off topic, but they basically tell you to deny your senses. That's what science is. And it's like, you're not qualified enough to trust your senses. You have to listen to an expert to tell you, because your common sense is not good enough. And I've literally read this in articles. It's wild. And people
Well,
parrot that back, right? It's not good.
current they say exactly that. You shouldn't trust what you think you know. You should just listen to what the newspaper and the quote unquote scientists.
Yep. And then when you really dig into that, right, Sophia, you see the corruption on the other end of it and how they manipulate data and whatnot. So
Yeah, and have you noticed, like, when they give these articles out, like, oh, scientists have discovered this and they've discovered that. There's never a name. It's always just scientists at this institution. It's such a wide. I mean, if you did something significant, you should say, oh, this person did it, even though it's within a company, you know. But they don't do that. They just say scientists because that sounds way more impressive.
Yeah, and when it's about data, this word has been used to actually replace a very well-defined term. And that term is collection of facts.
okay. I wasn't sure if you were done or not, Kevin. But I want to add
I
something
was, yeah,
with the
sure.
whole with scientists and everything too. But it comes, it goes with medicine as well, right? How dare you,
Mm-hmm.
Go against what your doctor says. Meanwhile, your doctor doesn't ask you really anything about your health, like what you're eating, what your lifestyle like. It's just like, oh, you have a symptom, here we'll give you a pill for it. And if it makes you feel different, oh, then it worked. Right? It's never about like health. And it's just like, if you go against the norm, you go against that person in that white coat. It's fascinating, like really, how to see it from this
Yeah.
perspective when you can see it from outside.
Can I say something?
Please.
So I actually
Anytime.
saw my doctor. I'm not going to talk about COVID, but I'll just say
Oh
that
no,
it's
we're not
a
allowed to talk
thing.
about that.
No,
Yes.
I won't say COVID.
Yeah.
No, stop
But
saying the word. Okay.
I went
Yeah.
to. I'm not going to say it. Don't worry. I went to the doctor and I said, uh, uh, I basically, you know how doctors are required to give informed consent?
Right.
Yeah.
I asked him and I said, I basically pointed at some research that was provided by scientists in the CDC, and he refused to describe the harms and said I should just take it. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah,
shot.
and I think they're under the pressure too, right? And they're just as brainwashed as
No, but they're doctors. They have medical autonomy. They have authority.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like they're getting squeezed from it too, right? They just mimic what they're told. They're not actually going in and looking to the stuff themselves.
So they're not doctors anymore then.
No, yeah, you know what? You're right. Like it isn't, because it isn't about your health. It isn't about looking into what actually you're putting in your body. Is it good? Right? A lot of these pharmaceuticals that they give you, they don't even know how they work within the body. They're just like, okay, we gave you this and you felt different. Okay, so yeah, sure, it works. We'll give it to everybody and see. So
Wow.
it's yeah. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
No, that's it. I don't want to say any more on the subject.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
then. So
as I have looked in the field of research for these
This
injectables,
don't worry, you can just
it
call it the thing.
takes it takes a period of 2 years for the test to see if they are conclusive or not, good or bad, and in 2022 people already got the third and fourth thing already.
I know we're not going to
Yeah.
talk about yeah. We'll get back to fun.
So
Actually, I want to get some
yeah,
other silvers talking. So I think we'll
yeah.
go back to the question
Can we
for a bit.
can we say with which science we disagree?
Pardon me, Sasha?
With which science we disagree? Because
The science that doesn't follow the scientific process, which is experimentation, observation, recordings, data.
Amen.
And
we
if you're not
don't
Yeah.
following the
disagree. We
scientific
don't
process,
disagree
then
with.
you're
Yeah,
religious.
but
Okay, one at a time,
but
you guys. Sasha, you gotta let him finish his
Sorry,
point.
I'm done. I'm done.
No, it's fine.
I'm saying, in a sense, when somebody's saying that we are disagreeing with science, I want to know with which science we are disagreeing.
Yeah, you're right. Because basically, science turned into a big political thing right now.
Yeah, but all that what they are saying, it's pseudoscience. That means we are disagreeing with the pseudoscience. Only problem is that because they don't know the difference between science and pseudoscience. That's the case. Because if you put in the same, how to say, box, the two things are okay, that it's science, but you cannot put in the same box. You can really know the difference, and when you realize the difference, then we are not against the science. We are completely for the science.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to when people say you disregard all of physics, right? They always say flat earthers, you disregard all of physics, right? We don't. We disregard theoretical physics, right? And that's an
Yeah.
oxymoron to begin with anyway, because physics
Yeah.
is about tangible things that you can actually touch and mess around with, right?
Yeah.
Black holes, etc., all that stuff is all theoretical physics. So that's what we disregard, likewise for the pseudoscience as well. And, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because somebody will say with a sentence, all these scientists would lie. No, scientists will not lie. Scientists will present their project, their work, But pseudoscience will speak, That's the problem. All these scientists are not scientists. That people need to know. They are most of them not scientists, but they are called scientists because they have some theoretical things, and they will be scientists on the end. Like we have today in present that somebody will say we have observational science. What's that?
Yeah, that's the funny thing. If the world is infinite, then 96% of it is unknown.
Even so, social science. It's not a science, you know. It's only used that word for, I don't know, to be more clever or whatever. But science, it's only one. Science is nothing. Science doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I want to bring it back to the question because now I just feel like we're ranting about what science is.
Sorry, Bobby, I don't
No,
know.
it's fine. It's just I don't feel like it's super productive. That's my opinion. But I mean, Nathan, did you want to start asking people the question again?
Yeah, I'll ask Sarsha if you want to answer a question for today. It is the question is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
I didn't understand first part.
So the first part is it worth sacrificing your sanity and peace of mind in exchange for wisdom and intelligence?
To me, not being wise or intelligent is insane, though.
But do you know that what they're actually providing you is true intelligence?
You guys, it's hypothetical question. But I mean, yeah, we can talk about all this, but it is just a hypothetical question.
Yeah, if you're completely misinformed, you're in a state of insanity.
Well, I don't know the answer to the question. I don't know how to put in my head.
Depends how hard you cling.
I think that's a very profound.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a very profound question. How much of your sanity should you accept losing to discover truth?
And how much sanity would you lose to discover truth, Flat Earth Solar?
Enough to not kill me.
Well, I never realized that it was a decision I would need to make at the time. I thought the pursuit of truth was, that once you explain truth to someone, they're just going to accept it, and everyone's going to realize where they live and that the government's been lying, and it's just everything's going to work. But subsequently, the way that the family and peers have reacted toward me, that I have lost sanity, and that it even got me to a point where I was questioning myself. I guess I don't feel like I've lost sanity, but I guess the other people see me as such.
But it's really it's not funny even. It's really about life. On the end, most of cases finish it like that. People who wanted to tell truth, they finish that. The real people. You know about who I'm speaking.
What do you mean, Sasha? Sorry, I'm not following.
Let's say Martin Luther King. You know, if you expose yourself like a big important person telling the truth, you will be dead, man.
Yeah, but that, I don't see it, the connection to this question. For this question still mind boggles me because losing sanity means going insane, becoming immoral. So, and according to the Bible, being immoral is the road to perdition. So, end of life, or spending an eternal life in eternal suffering and loss, which is horrible. So I would prefer sanity, so I don't get to that kind of state. But yeah, when you are sane, wisdom is something which is part of life. healthy people, of sane people, is one of their attributes. Wisdom.
What
Yeah.
is sane people?
People are in touch with their reality.
Right?
Law obeying
Definition.
people, people who put life as the most valuable thing, which cannot be bought. You know, you can only achieve it, but not by buying it.
Yeah, you can't buy a round globe.
It requires you to learn the law, to learn what is good for others, and do that, help them, sacrifice yourself for them, to make them happy. Yeah.
Can you buy a globe anywhere? A dirt, water, air globe? I mean, I'm
Yeah.
serious. Like, if you're a millionaire, a trillionaire, a billionaire, a gazillionaire, you're the whole government. You can't even make a globe. Can you buy a globe anywhere that physically works like a globe is told to you or explained to you to work? Yeah, and they say it's too big and too little and all this shit, but you are standing on the said air and the said dirt where every bit of this stuff is supposed to be happening, but it's not, because you seriously can't buy a globe. So not even in the air or under the dirt or with dirt or water do the physics of a globe work. Never. Because if it
I
did,
wasn't talking about buying a globe.
I know that. Who said you were?
Okay.
I was talking what I was saying. Yeah, I was just saying what Democ chose to say. That's all.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, I heard your words. I got you.
I wish I better express myself. It comes a bit slow.
Oh no, you say it. You're saying it fine. It might come slow, but I mean, you're speaking English. I mean, shit. I mean, you do good.
Thank you, Democ. Did you get today's question?
No.
Nobody seems to like our question today.
Well, what's your
It was
question?
just hypothetical. I mean, it's not. It was just like, it wasn't meant to be offensive or anything. I guess it was just like, I mean, yeah, it's just hypothetical. So sorry.
There's nothing wrong with the
What kind of
question.
question? What was it?
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Let me hear the question.
Sorry.
I haven't even heard the question. Please.
Hey, Glad, welcome. Happy
Hi.
New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Hi. It was. It's just again a hypothetical. Is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Sanity and peace of mind. I heard vanity earlier. I was like, yeah, I'll sacrifice vanity for just about anything. Fuck. Because I'm full.
Well, I'd ask the question, what is wisdom? First.
Hold on. Let me answer. I'll make it quick. One more time, please ask. And I'm sorry we have to keep asking the question.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted. Is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Oh, so ignorance is bliss.
Hard.
No, it's not.
Oh,
You have intelligence.
Not in this world. Because listen, it's not. Listen, I could have all the intelligence in the world, but the vast majority of my fellow man are retarded, and they wouldn't know how to deal with what I've got in my brain anyway. And so they don't care, and they won't help me fix the place. This is a diamond in the rough, you guys, us. But if none of us knew any of the bad shit that was going on, we'd have so much less anxiety. And you know what I mean? Unless we can get something done. Unless we can all fucking get something done, I don't think this world has the capability of even being able to properly utilize good information. So I'd rather stay ignorant. I'd rather be Cypher in the Matrix. Give me that steak.
The blue pill.
Yep, might as well.
I'd say that the latter is wisdom. Sanity is wisdom. because so if you just keep your sanity, then you're gonna have enough wisdom, and you'll be all right. Because if you're insane,
Yeah,
are you really intelligent? If you're insane, what type of intelligence would that be? An insane intelligence. So yeah, I'd rather have my sanity.
yeah, that's how I would say that sanity is the antecedent for wisdom.
Guys, okay, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to do an announcement. So, in exactly 24 hours, Brad Ravenous or Ghost, I believe is what he goes by now, is hosting an off-topic discussion here in the live stream, and that will be starting at 1 Central Standard Time on Sunday, January 2nd. So that's tomorrow. So please join. He's talking, I think, about video games, if you're interested in that.
Oh, well, that's where you can find globes at on video games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
serious. That's the only place you'll ever find a globe is in a video game on a computer screen or on a piece of paper that's flat.
Yeah.
I mean, and each one of those things are flat, just to keep in mind. So everything you've ever experienced or ever can experience or will experience is flat for globes or anything like that, other than a plastic sticker ball with fucking, plastic sticker ball that's hollow on the inside in the classroom. Unless you think that's your globe. I mean, plastic.
So if the 70% of water of the world is flat, then the rest of 30% must be very, very, very curved, right?
A mountain to a molehill.
Yeah.
So we got all this flatness that just makes it so round.
Yeah.
Then, because I'm not a gamer at all. So is that why we get some of these globers in here and they play that game? What is it? Where it's the earth is flat and then they're curious about it? I can't remember what it's called. I'm not a gamer. But there's a game where the earth is flat or it appears flat or something. Does anybody know?
All games. Almost all
Age of
games.
Empires.
One specific one that they always go
GTA 5. There's one.
No, it wasn't that. It was
No, I'm telling you.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
I think it's Minecraft.
Latter-day Saints. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Fortnite.
no, Minecraft isn't.
Minecraft. Yeah, that seems to be the one. They're like, oh, it's flat.
Well, they're retarded. That's ignorant because it's not Minecraft. It would be GTA or something like that. Minecraft has actually done something with the format to where they rounded off the edges at the very end of the fucking game when you do something, so it can be rounded.
Well,
I'm pretty
they
sure
always
that's the one that
they always make a reference of Fortnite, and Fortnite has the 4 islands in the middle, and it represents the Mercator map from the 1600s with those
Well, then maybe it's one of
4
those
rivers that flow towards the central mountain.
Well, it's probably is the block game, but I mean, it's not really when you get way into the stuff at the very end. I'm pretty sure the designer of it said he did something and rounded the edges, just to piss people off.
I don't be playing no video games. I just hear what my friends' kids say and shit. You know what I mean?
But I want to add something to the question for tonight about the sanity.
All simulators, all video games that I've ever played with flight or GTA that you can fly, motorcycle, jet, you do everything on the game. It's a flat. It's flat. All the physics and everything work just like it would on a flat plane, and that's how they've always worked. You just record what happens that you see, and you can put the word leprechauns make them fall. You can put leprechauns make you go in orbit and make you fall at the same time, which are the opposite of the fucking two. But they're telling you it's doing that. They're saying gravity's pulling everything down. Oh, but clouds are up in the air. But helium rises, heat rises, hydrogen, all these other things. And planets stay up in the air and go around each other without touching. Does that sound like things falling towards things? Not at all. Not at all. So how can they have the two? How can you have the two at the same? So if I'm a professor in school and I'm explaining to you everything that you see in the nature of the universe comes towards other stuff, mass attracting mass. Now, when I can't show that or demonstrate that any fucking way, that's kind of odd, first of all. Second of all, when I explain mass attracting mass as orbit where the moon stops and doesn't touch the earth, that's kind of odd. That's kind of odd. I mean,
we have a physicist today in here.
Okay, but hold on. Wait a second, you guys. Okay, so Flat Earth Solar was trying to talk, and Democ talked over him. We let him get his point out. Let's go back to Father Solar before we get back to the physicist. What did you want to add?
Sure.
No, thanks, Crick. It was about the definition of insanity, or you were saying, should we risk our sanity for this wisdom that we pursue? The definition of insanity is also considered doing the same thing every day and expecting a different outcome. So I wanted to say that, being in a room talking to anti-flat earthers and repeating the same thing every day, expecting a different outcome, is technically the definition of insanity. And then you have sacrificed sanity in the pursuit of knowledge.
Yep. When you give up your sanity, you are sacrificing your sanity.
I love your accent, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Me three.
Yeah.
Jackie loves it too.
Okay. Where were we?
Sophisticated, epic proportions of the presentation of
Did
the
you?
time of the particle.
Oh, sorry.
I
Emma?
might need you on a song.
Oh, I was just reading I was going to read you guys some particle stuff.
Oh, we're doing precious metal takeover. I don't know if you know what that is or if you've been around. I think you've been around for it before. That's why we have a
Yeah, he knows.
question. So, I mean, I didn't know if you had a question for Jesus incarnate. He was the physicist guy. Or not. Or Get said something about that.
I had a question, but I forgot it again.
Okay, sorry. We gotta keep order. Too much over talking.
No, it's not your fault.
Vlad.
Question for the physicist guy: Where do globe physics exist?
Okay,
That we can see them?
okay, Demok, we had a nice conversation with him. He's honest. We don't need to
He's
attack
not a
him.
glober. Yeah.
So let's not.
Dude, I've already dealt with
Hold
that.
on, I wasn't
It's not a
attacking.
big
It's
deal.
just
Well, it was quite aggressive.
no, I'm asking a physicist. Where do the physics of a globe exist? Why? Well, how would that not be a good question for a
Where do
physicist?
they
What else would I
exist?
ask? Yeah.
I got the best answer for you. They exist because some guy pays someone to say they do without providing proof. That's why they exist.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm with you
Amen.
there. The cartoon. Yes.
Me too.
Very good. See,
Very good answer. Yeah.
he's getting there. He's here to
Yeah.
learn and everything. So, but
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks pretty flat when I
I
look
reminded
outside.
my question.
everybody can get. I think he was trying to say something. So.
Yeah. I want to ask the physicist. Can you have on a globe Earth model with center of gravity in the center of mass of the globe? So the down vectors are all converging to the center. Can you have two plumb tools perfectly parallel on the surface of this globe?
No.
Correct.
Ooh, I like it.
Even in the scientific process, there's always some degree of error. But other than that,
Yeah.
even if there is no degree of error, you can't have them parallel.
Yeah, correct. I was looking at a very large linear encoder, optical linear encoder. And this encoder has a band strip with very, very tiny, tiny lines, just like on a ruler. But these lines are like, I'm not sure,
Frequency
picometers or nanometers in size, and they look like rainbow color changing all throughout the length of this encoder. It is a ultra high precision positioning measuring instrument. I mean, you sure know what a linear encoder is. And they have this linear encoder. It is 200 meters long, and they can make linear motions, positioning and repositioning in 200 meters with a margin of error of 65 nanometers. And the printer head of this printer is very big, it's giant. It's inside a building. I don't know, it's like 3, 4, 5 meters tall. And it's printing large structures of carbon fiber structures for airplane industry, these big aircrafts. And when they calibrate this printing head, at the ends of the rail tracks, they have plumb tools, so they know exactly the position of the printing head while it's moving along this track. It's not allowed for this printing head to tilt, and those plumb tools at the end, they are perfectly parallel one to another. And they couldn't be using plumb tools because on a globe shape, no plumb tool will be perfectly parallel with another one. So
Okay, so I think you were talking to Jesus incarnate. I'm not sure.
yeah,
Okay, did you
to the
catch that?
physicist.
Yeah, because again, others need to speak during this time too. Get not to be rude. But did you have any questions to what he said, Jesus incarnate?
No, honestly, I don't know what to say to it.
Okay.
I've got a good question.
Go ahead.
It has to do with the physics of the globe again. If we took a building and we made a building actually along the ground, like horizontally, and we didn't follow the curve of the planet and it protruded from said planet, like the building went straight up, and we're like little people and we can walk. Now, this building is our ground, mind you, and we're going to walk straight along this building off to space, right? Now, someone else on another portion of this planet would see us actually walking up the side of this building, like it wouldn't be possible. Now, like you could zoom in from a certain miles away or zoom in from a certain angle, like you have people all around in a certain area around this building, have one along the ground, and then you could see that someone's like actually walking. At how high could they walk up this building that was like so many stories along the ground before gravity started affecting them and pulling them back to where they couldn't just walk along the ground anymore? See, because to you and I, if we were sitting on another area, we would look at that building from another portion on the globe and it would go up into the air. We'd be like, damn, look, that guy's walking up the side of the building into space. What the hell? Like, why don't we have that building somewhere on the globe?
A space elevator.
Well, I mean, just a dock, just a space dock, a dock off the ground that goes into space. You can walk on it off to space, walk out. I mean, where is that at? If that doesn't exist, we cannot possibly be on a round planet.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you were asking Jesus incarnate. I don't know if he has a response to that.
No, can you repeat it? Like, what are you trying to
Okay, so we're on the ground and we make a building and we keep going straight, horizontal, straight.
as in not
Yes.
up, like ahead,
No,
right?
no, not up, out, straight off the
Okay,
globe,
Vertical.
like you're like say
Vertical, not horizontal. Yeah.
yeah, if you got a beach ball and you took a ruler and you sat it on the edge of the top of the beach ball and it went off the beach ball. So if you had some ants and they could walk onto the ruler off the beach ball, like out into space, for example, or in the air, right? Off the
Yeah.
ball. Okay. Someone else on that ball or another ant would see them walking up that big ass building, like just walking straight up it with no problem because it's just the ground to them. So where can we see this on Earth?
If you're walking, oh, so you're trying to say Because
Yeah,
if the Earth is a globe,
space dock.
it'll look like you're going up because you're following the curvature, right?
Yes. No,
Oh.
it'll look like you're going up to them because you're walking straight out into the fucking air. From their perspective, they're on a different part of this globe. So you're on the top walking out straight, and they're on the other part, the right side of the globe, looking up at you like, damn, this dude's walking up a fucking building. Holy crap, he's walking up a mile-long building. Straight up it, the side. No problem. I mean, where can we see this? We have to be able to see this on a globe.
Can you provide like a picture or something?
Yes, I can.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just kind of confused with the actual description of what you're saying.
Yeah, I know everybody is, but I got you.
He doesn't believe that it's necessarily global, right? Do you know that?
Well, in this
Oh
picture,
no, that doesn't matter. I just like to hear the opinion. You know, like for you or anybody.
No. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, because this should no. Everyone in the world should hear this. This should be one of the visual optical proofs. If we're on a sphere
Mm-hmm.
and we're dropping down and away, there should be tilt first of all. So a totem pole would prove a curve because if you could look like Mount Rushmore or a totem pole, it has a face. Okay, so if I'm looking at your face as you walk away from me and you're walking backwards, I see the front of your face. I see the front tip of your nose. I see your eyeballs the whole time. Now, if you walk backward over a said hill away from me and you kept your feet planted right to where gravity didn't mess with you and you just kept going directly over the hill, no problem, at your angle, falling down and away. Now I can see up your nose. Now, on this globe, we should have Mount Rushmore where you go away from it and you should be able to see up the nose and just set to see the front face of it all the time if it's going around the globe away from you. The same with all kinds of stuff, certain different optical things. If the Leaning Tower of Pisa, if we were on a globe, you should be able to set the Leaning Tower of Pisa on a platform on water, 3.9 degree tilt, pull that building away from you on the flat water that's straight and flat and level, right? And that building should straighten up at a certain distance. It should straighten itself out to you visually. It should straighten up on the globe. The 3.9 degrees, as it gets a certain part away, should straighten itself. And that 3.9 degree tilt should become straight up and down to you on the globe. We've never seen this. And why do you think these things exist, people? Because they were trying to see if it was a globe or not. It's not.
Yeah, that's it. If you have something that you can post to as a visual, that's interesting.
Yes, I will. I will.
Because I've never bought the whole globe thing, so I have to try to visualize it in my head, and
Force the line.
it's quite humorous to think all these things are attached to this globe spinning through space.
Yes, totem poles, pyramids, and the Leaning Tower of Pisa were all used to measure or not whether or not we run a globe, and they all say no. It's all flat.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that that's why these things were built then?
Yes,
to measure.
exactly.
Oh,
The
okay.
whole world made all these things, and they were in succession, and they were going around, and there was a group or something, and they were in, they were either together or they were apart, but they got together and they were trying to figure it out.
I've never heard this before. Where did you come across this?
My own mind.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
The ley lines, all the measurements, the totem poles. Why do you need a visual representation of something to look at the face of it from a distance, other than to try to see what type of surface you're on? You know what I mean? Like geographically or shape. Like, think about it. If they thought they were on a round planet, how else were they going to visually or optically prove it? Force the tilt. If you think there's a tilt, force a tilt and make that straighten up.
Yeah.
I'm serious. If you think there's a tilt,
I'm laughing at Helio's gift to or me.
oh, okay.
Chat as
But
well.
I mean, doesn't that make sense?
To prove
Well, they tell you they'll tell you you can't visually see it, right? Oh, we can't see the tilt from this far away. Well, tilt the object to start with. Then let's see it be straight up and down like we're supposed to only see everything straight up and down. Now we have a problem when we can't see this straight up and down. Why is that? You understand the difference? Like, all the buildings we ever look at are straight up and down.
Yeah.
But the Leaning Tower of Pisa, no matter what distance you drive away from it, it never straightens up. There's a problem here.
Oh,
see. Physics, man. Physics. Yes, I love it.
Yeah, all right.
Force the 3.9 degree tilt that's supposed to be there at a distance. When it's not there at a distance and you can't even back away from it at that distance, said distance from that object, you go 1 mile, 2 mile, 3 mile, 10 mile, 20 mile, 100 mile, and it's still tilted. That's impossible on a globe. That is literally impossible.
Yeah, okay, so sorry to interrupt, but you're right. So like you're saying like if there's a tall building, I drive away, that should, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes, it should straighten up if it's tilted, or it should tilt if it's straight. Yes,
Right.
ma'am.
It should be tilting instead of me just seeing.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Flat Earth, yes, ma'am.
Well, yeah, no, I've been there for a bit, but
No, it's just my saying. It's just a greeting.
but no, that's an interesting.
I told people this. It's easy. It's cheap to do. These things are cheap to do. Get a pair of dice. If you see the 1 the whole way, it's a flat Earth. If you see the 6 on the bottom as the dice goes away from you around the globe, we're on a globe. Let's do it. I mean, it's really simple.
Yeah, and you know what? And there's some truth to that, right? Because even these experiments and stuff, we overcomplicate everything. Even within the globe model, they overcomplicate things to explain.
Yes.
It's just to make you think you're not smart enough to understand it. Meanwhile, it doesn't make any
Exactly.
So that is an interesting perspective, because I think as someone that was good in school, I do tend to overcomplicate things as well, because that's just how we're kind of brainwashed to do it. So no, that's an interesting perspective. Thanks.
Well, also in school, when you try to ask the teacher a question to undercomplicate it, you're like, okay, so if this is this, and what about this, and why not this? You know, you'll ask a question to like go against the grain, kind of, and they like don't have the answer, and they get mad at you. Now, if you're trying to make it simpler, why would they be mad at you?
Yes, exactly. I know it's such a bizarre setup. That's for sure. Hey, how are you? Do you have a question?
Good. What's up?
That's good. What do you want to say?
Yeah. So with that leaning tower of Pisa, if they say the Earth is round, then you should be, like you said before, there's a certain distance you can walk away from it, so it can optically look vertical with respect to the plane. But if it's always tilted, that can only happen if the entire Earth is flat.
It's flat. Yep.
Then that goes for the entire Earth, not specific parts.
No, that goes for the entire Earth. Now we do have, like, if you sit in a sandbox, you can have higher portions of water, you can have lower portions of water, but each portion of water is going to be flat, and there is a definite like levelness to your ground. Like your ground is your ground, so you can have dips, valleys, mountains, peaks. You know, you can have all that stuff for the 29% of dirt that we reside on. Now, on a globe that's supposed to be spherical in nature, more smooth than a cue ball, I don't understand how you can have a Grand Canyon next to a mountain. That doesn't, to me, say globe at all. Like, none of those designs of a dip or a fucking protrusion means smooth globe or arc or curve. I've never seen a waterfall match it, not a mountain, not a dip. They're talking about all this shit not matching flat. Well, what a mountain doesn't do is match a curve. I'm sorry to say, it has a point to it. So any cliff, any mountain, any dip, any valley, none of that shit matches a curve. There you go. You can have fun with it.
Yeah, that's correct, Demon. I like when you said that, because they're pointing out like, is that flat, or is that all Earth flat, or is topography like we have valleys, and we need to explain that we have mountains, and why they don't explain where is the curve on the mountains, and you know.
It's funny because somebody was just on.
Is that Elijah F? Hey.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Me though, so I can't. I have to ask you to mute your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. It's nice to hear you though.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I know it sucks. What were you guys? I stepped away for 2 seconds. What were you guys?
It's always a pleasure to hear Elijah.
I know,
But yeah, I know. Rules are rules.
For
Yeah.
the silvers, right? The quiet silvers to speak up and have 2 hours of the week for them to speak. So I know it's a bummer, but
Yeah, as you were talking, guys, I was thinking how the World Trade, the Twin Towers, was actually a symbol for flat Earth, like two
Yep, it
perfectly
sure was.
parallel buildings, one next to each other,
And
on
the
a
tops.
curved surface. Yeah, it was a symbol. Yeah, so they had to demolish it.
The peace sign. That's how the two twin
Yeah,
towers should look, like a peace sign.
yeah, yeah,
That's how cities should look
exactly.
from each other. Cityscape
Yeah,
to
yeah,
cityscape.
yep,
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the
exactly.
question, and I
Sure.
will be flat. We haven't heard from you in a bit. I'm not sure if you're there. Well, we have last half hour. Get some people that haven't been talking.
We got Ben for Hunky if you want to ask him. He's a cool guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. If he's there. Some people just come in to listen. They can't unmute. I guess not. Okay. Every gnome. Are you there? Oop. Bushel? Bushel? I don't know. I'm so bad with names. Are you there? I guess nobody's around. Seb? Oh, Seb is a globe. Oh, I'm getting feedback from somebody. Seb is a globe skeptic. Are you there, Seb?
It's a shame because I know Seb. I spoke with him a few times in the lobbies. I think he's pretty much flat Earth, even though he's got the glow skeptic tag. So
Okay. Well, that's okay. And like I said, sometimes nobody's, they just are listening or kind of mute. What about Sebster? Are you there? Nope. I guess not. Old dude, are you there?
Hello. Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year. How are you?
Very well.
That's
Very
good.
well indeed.
Were you out partying last night, old dude?
No, I'm almost a boomer.
Sorry, say that again.
No, I'm nearly a boomer. I don't do that partying thing.
Oh.
I'm too old to be partying.
Nah, age is just a number, old dude. It's all good. So
No, I'm just a troll. I'm just a Grinch. I live under a bridge. I don't go out. I don't associate. The world's gone crazy.
It has, though. It definitely makes you want to stay inside and not go out and associate with these people. So I get that. Totally. Our question today, if you'd like to answer it, is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Okay. Sanity and peace of mind, intelligence and wisdom. So ignorance is bliss. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Basically.
I don't know. Can you be ignorant and happy? I don't know. Does more intelligence or more knowledge bring peace of mind?
Well, that's an interesting thing because I think that too, right? But could it just be your mindset? Like these people, they can change their mindset and they can trick themselves into thinking they're happy, but are they really happy?
Yeah, I've got to say, I learned a lot through life of trying to accrue knowledge as much as you can, but then now that I'm able to apply it and some of it makes sense with regard to flat earth and stuff and reality, government and society, and infrastructures and control regimes. Having the knowledge and seeing it fit, I'm more at peace with it all now. It makes more sense now. I don't know, maybe I'm a tinfoil hatter that's put the last piece in place and finally gone crazy. I don't think so, because I'm at peace with the world. It can do what it wants, it can go Looney Tunes, whereas before, and I didn't know everything that was going on, I was angry and I was rebellion and I wanted to get involved with the government and make a change. But now that I know more, I think I can do more from out here, and I'm happier and comfier with that knowledge. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I don't really fit your question.
That's okay. That's a great answer anyways. And they're all hypotheticals, right? So it's all open to your interpretation anyways. So no, that's a good answer. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I don't know, ignorance is bliss. It's one of these things it's one of these wee sayings in life. You think, oh yeah, ignorance is bliss. It's better just to not know, keep your head down and muddle on. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But if you acknowledge that something's going on in the first place, you're aware of it, and you're filing that in your subconscious, and that actually plays out later on. That's detrimental in life. So it's not necessarily, if you're totally unaware to a scenario, like children are totally unaware to some of the horrors of Earth, yeah, that's marvellous, that's beautiful. But active denial, forcing your own cognitive dissonance, that's totally unhealthy. Totally. But hey ho, it's a new year, so onwards and upwards.
Yeah. There's a lot of truth to everything that you said. And the whole ignorance. I don't. Once I found out about everything, how can you do the whole just ignoring it, right? I don't know how these people do it, because I mean the information's out there. They hear these things, but they just refuse to accept it or listen. That brainwashing seems to be what it is. But
Yep, it's a conditioning system.
yeah.
The whole thing's there to like someone was saying earlier on, you learn in school how to learn and then how to make money, and you go and you support yourself and your family doing it. But it's all just an infrastructure that's designed to cover it all up and make you look elsewhere whilst you're busy doing it. But yeah, there's better ways. But we're putting that together slowly but surely.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's great. It's always good to come in here and people get it, right? You get it. So that's great.
Yeah. I'm going to go put the kettle on, pal. Thanks for bringing me in.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for unmuting and for joining the conversation. It's always good to hear from you.
Yeah, I love this precious metals. Getting to hear, other people speak, and it's a different flow. It's a great thing. So yeah, I love the show. Hi, Nathan. You're doing well, pal. Don't worry. Soon you'll have master controls and stuff too.
Yeah, man, I love hearing you all, dude. Appreciate it. If you got time later, I'd love to jump in a PC with you and talk later. Been a while.
Yes, sir. Anytime you like. No worries.
All right, see you, buddy.
Did you still need the diagram with the ruler?
Oh.
I mean, really, all you got to do is put a beach ruler on the top of a ball, or just like a flat surface, and just act like a little action figure's walking on it, and then act like another action figure's on the side, standing there, to the side, sideways, because gravity, spider globe, and then
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think once the longer we talk to, the more the visual I could get from it. So yeah, that's good. Good way to put it as well. We had somebody that jumped in, but they just left, so that's too bad. Oh, I don't think I've ever spoken to this. Holy, are you there? They have the maple syrup, bro, but they're not answering.
What's the maple syrup for?
Canada.
How do I get that?
Interesting.
It's our national food. Didn't you know that? In poutine, so Maple syrup and poutine.
I mean, I love the backstory to the interesting roles, the unique ones. That's interesting.
The backstory to what, sorry?
To all the unique roles in here, like some roles, like the Edam for the Neverland people and all that stuff. It's always interesting to learn.
Yes. Yeah, the roles in here can be pretty funny.
Do you know what there's a role and it's called More Cheese Please, I think. I don't know what that one's for.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. Oh yeah, wait, more cheese, please. Yeah, that one. I think I used to have it. Leluca has it because she loves cheese so much, but she really doesn't. I don't know if it was created for her, but they're just like for fun and to troll. The mods use it to bully us as well, but that's okay. We can take it.
Yeah, I mean, any role's better than Space Crabs. I got Matrix trolled me. He even changed my name to Nathan the Itchy Space Crab and all that stuff. Yeah, I love Matrix. He's a troll, but I love him. And so long as I don't get Space Crabs, I'll be happy with any other troll role, I guess. But Space Crabs, yeah, I hate that role.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, she's hey Ghost, she's gonna gaslight you because you're not able to defend yourself, are you? You're muted,
Exactly.
so
But it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. Hopefully. Oh, Miguel, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. How are you doing?
Awesome.
Oh, that's great. Did you do anything last night?
Did I just went to dinner with my sister home and yeah, spent
Nice.
a good time
Oh, that's good. Well, that's
watching fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks are awesome. I didn't see any here this year. They didn't seem to have any. I was a little disappointed. Usually they'll do some.
Yeah, in some places they just cancel it because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about the question today. So again, it's hypothetical, open to your interpretation. What is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Oh, of course, yes. I lost that by leave the globe tale storyteller and jump to flat earth reality. Yeah, but if when you get wisdom, you don't lost sanity, and so you are more awakened for the reality. So it's a contradictory question.
Yes, yeah, I know, and that's where it kind of gets fun, right? Because everybody interprets it a little differently. So and C came up with the question. I didn't. So, yeah, I like the hypotheticals because everybody has a different way to answer it.
All right. I hope I answered to it.
Oh yeah, and like I said, there's no wrong answers, right? It's just your interpretation. So that's good. Thank you for joining in. It's always nice to hear from you.
Thanks. But in life, sometimes we think we are right, but years later you wake up and realize that you were 100% wrong, or some part of wrong. And I think that's growing, when you find out that you didn't was sure about one thing. Yeah, we grow up to a better place. So I think we are here, and Flat Earth is waking up to people to be more happy about the reality we are living. Yeah, knowledge is good. Thanks.
True, but I always see this is kind of where the struggle is, right? When you come to that realization as well, can be a struggle for I know a lot of people, and I didn't struggle with the Earth or anything like that, but other topics like history and whatnot was kind of like you feel like you're losing your sanity when you realize everything's a lie, right? That
Yeah.
everything you've been told. So it's yeah,
And
it's interesting.
and NASA is a big part of that, because even a former CIA said that NASA is not a space not a space agency, is a CIA inside joke. And even he says that NASA, the bulk where the bulk of the mind control has been done. So the big lie is on NASA. And they are holding that smoke and mirrors to us. But people will one day NASA will fall down. And even those top guys at NASA that know the Earth is flat, so they are flat earthers too. I think is a question. It's a time for them to to accept that they are lying, and I think they are doing that piece by piece, because they release these the classified documents where they say flat non-rotation Earth. So we are here with them.
And I think that's part of the game. Just my understanding and just kind of how everything is. It has to be hidden in plain sight, right? All of this has to be there for you to find it. It's just, are you going to make the effort to find it, or are you just going to believe what you're told?
Yeah, it's not easy, to find out these truths, because you have to cross lots of sources and information, and to find out what is real, what is the truth, and what is the lie. So yeah, so we are playing like they play their game, to find out the truth. But okay, we are the same. We are, we are here to live the reality. So, and to know more what is out here. So we are joining together. Okay, nice to talk to you.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Miguel. Always nice to hear from you.
Thanks.
Oh, hey, Sunny, are you there?
Hi there. I'm just
Hey.
trying to I'm just getting up. I'm trying to make my coffee right now. Nice to hear you on here.
Yeah, it's nice to hear you. Well, if you get back before or in the next 15 minutes, I don't know, are you interested in playing for us or not today if you just woke up?
Sure.
Yeah?
I'm always happy to play for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you're done done making your coffee or whatever you're doing, just let us know and you can hop on and play us out.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, Sunny. Hi, Orion. Are you there? I guess not. Who else?
Happy New Year, savages.
Who is that? Savages, my goodness. What does that mean?
It's Holy.
Oh, hi. Oh, hey, Holy. You're Canadian. You got the maple syrup tag. Welcome.
That's right.
Are you... Oh, no, you're a flat earther. Okay. We're doing Precious Metal Takeover right now, and we have a question. Would you like to answer our question? It's a hypothetical. I don't know if you've been listening at all or not.
Sorry, I just popped in. What's the question?
Okay, so The question is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
They walk hand in hand. More intelligence and wisdom you have, more insanity and depression you'll have. So no, I'd rather just be dumb and happy.
You'd rather be dumb and happy. Okay. But you know the earth is flat, right?
Of course.
Okay. Then I wouldn't say. Well, okay, so you're just saying ignorance is bliss then, is that what you're saying? Basically. Or did you want to go into that a little?
No, it's like the opposite. More intelligent you are, more depressed you'll be.
Well, yeah, because you find that like that's where it's like the struggle, right? And the community aspect, I think, helps a lot with that because it makes you not feel like you're completely alone in finding the truth.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
At least we're not alone in our sanity.
Or insanity.
Well, it depends who you talk to.
Either or.
Oh, hey, Box Ops, are you there? Hey, how are you?
Going on? Good.
Oh, man, I need to get a new speaker or something. I don't know. Your mic sounds not very good. But did you want to answer the question today? I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, you're better now. Okay. Is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Wow, that's deep. So, would I?
Yeah.
Would I sacrifice? Is this another CI question?
Yes, it's a hypothetical CI question. He's not here. I'm hosting with Nathan today. He's joining me, but he made the question for us. Yes, he made the question.
So, okay. So, would I sacrifice sanity for peace of mind, basically, and wisdom?
Yeah,
Or
would you
say it
sacrifice
again?
sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom? And I mean, it's open to interpretation, right? So you can answer it however you want.
Yeah, I think I would definitely have to keep the intelligence regarding like the whole, would you rather be dumb and be at peace of mind? Is that what it's kind of getting at?
You won't be at peace of mind with wisdom and intelligence.
Right. So the more intelligent you are, the more like you're questioning everything. But you can also go ahead.
No, you're right on that level. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
it would almost be kind of accursed in a way, right? Like you would be intelligent enough that you would know the basically the inevitable of just about everything. So you'd be pretty sad and lonely.
How are y'all answering this? Because I'm kind of like awestruck. It's like a deep question. So you have to balance. Yeah.
Well, some people were saying like basically, like yeah, they'll definitely do the intelligence or whatever, the truth, but then also I think was it holy? I don't know if he wants to answer him again because I think he's a little different than some people. and I don't want to get it wrong. But I mean, there's no wrong answer, right? That's just, I know. You don't have to, if it's, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Well, if you think about it, how much would you want to know? Would you want to know everything? Then there'd be no mystery of life.
And if you knew everything, you would know like all the dark shit that goes on, and that could be kind of like traumatic.
Yeah.
But can you really have sanity without the truth?
No.
I mean, the veil has to fall down eventually, and if you're in a lie, you can have the sense of sanity, but the lie can't last forever, and when it does finally fold, you're not going to feel too sane with the reality.
Right. And it would be the same, the opposite way as well. Maybe we're just meant to always be in this purgatory. That's in mind, body, and spirit, right? The struggle is real. So it's like the same thing. Would you want to live forever? Would you want to live for, like, say, 1,000 years? Would you want to live 1,000 years? Only you.
Imagine all you could learn, though, right? Like, I mean, body.
Who would you talk to about
my
it?
body would probably give out, but like,
Right?
just have so much time to read everything.
Yeah, but who would you be able to sit down and talk about it with?
Methuselah.
Well,
And what really?
Yeah.
Methuselah.
1,000 too?
Well, why would you all that tell anybody? I mean, you would just never die, and everybody else would die before you, and they would just automatically assume that you just outlived him.
Yeah,
right?
you can pitch it to him.
And it would just happen every time.
Methuselah tree.
No matter how much you learn, would you really know which stuff was like stuff you needed to learn or the stuff you didn't need to learn at the end of the day?
Like, what would you filter would be necessary?
Yeah, the truth or not the truth to you as a person that can live forever and gain all this knowledge, so-called, like, what's the pointless knowledge and what's the good knowledge? Chicken or the egg, you know?
Yeah, that's a good question. Which is the right one?
I think it'd be appreciation, experience, period.
I mean, you could read everything that anyone ever wrote. You could hear every soundtrack ever played.
Sure.
At the end of the day,
you might never understand the true nature of the arts that define us as a species.
And what if, even though you live forever, what if your comprehension's weak?
Right, exactly. And besides, everyone you know and everyone you will know, and even including in the future, you're going to outlive them all. I don't know.
You would probably work on making something else that could live as long as you, like a artificial intelligence that could do the same type of thing as you, and it basically be the same type of, so it could gain all the information and you could have somebody to communicate with, like a Siri. But
yeah. But again, it would be a lonely life.
yeah. Unless you make lots of series.
People would think you're nuts because of, like, you'd be like Doctor Who.
Then you create the virtual world for all the people, and anybody you wanted to replay, you could replay.
That's what we could be living right now. I don't know. There's got to be a level of how much you'd want to know. And then I think it would start getting dangerous in your affecting your thought patterns and stuff. I would definitely say depression, anxiety would come through hand in hand. All your emotions would be more in tuned, I think. More knowledge and wisdom you would gain.
What would you do with it? What would you build? What would you try to, what would be your motivation, your goal to, like, learn about? Like, what would you try to accomplish?
I would try to be a caretaker. If I could live that long, I would try to be a caretaker and convince others that that's what our full purpose is on the planet. We have the brain capacity and the physical capacity.
Planet!
right? I know, indoctrinated still. And we could actually be a caretaker for this realm. We have the intelligence to look after sick trees to wounded animals. You know, you hear all kinds of bizarre stories of people having connections with other life forms on the planet, right? Some bizarre relationships.
That's the thing I like to talk about is brains. Different things have different things to think with, different sorts of variations of like doing stuff. Like, so like different lungs, different, they breathe different, they have different chemicals instead of blood, alcohol, like brains.
Well, we do have the intelligence. We do have the intelligence.
Not our brain, like the word brain,
right?
And what we place for that meaning of what a brain is for a human, and then that same idea for like insects, trees, fish, mites, molds. I mean, for anything. Like, what do you think about different types of brains?
I think it's all in one open consciousness.
Yeah, I think it's like the liquid of our body is like the memory, and then where it stores. And then like everything of the body is like, even your skin is a brain too, because everything that touches you, like if you get burnt anywhere on your hand, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm burnt there in that specific spot. I mean, it's not like you're like arms burning, you know what I mean? So like your skin pretty much is an extension of your brain or your feelings.
Well, maybe that's why we were created, to experience the consciousness directly.
We're here to learn about good and evil.
What if our consciousness doesn't exist in our brain at all?
And I guess we're all just dust in the wind.
No, what if we're connecting into something that's into ether, the Akashic record?
Well,
the brain is a receiver,
right, and transmitter.
Well,
and what if you found out? What if you found out the truth about who put us here, and would you be disappointed if you found out it was just a guy like us and just put us inside of this little dome in a big ass place, like on a planet that's much bigger, or on a plane that's much bigger, and trapped us here or something?
I think I'd be stoked to find out, no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, that's what I've always thought. I've always thought that maybe God is like so much bigger than us. Like literally, we are like a footstool to Him. Like that's why we can't ever beat Him.
How about the thought?
If you believe in that.
That's literally. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Denmark. Go ahead, Denmark. I'm listening. Denmark.
That wasn't me.
Oh,
no, I don't think it was him.
I was just saying, like it could be an answer that people just won't want to accept. It could be an answer like as simple as it always has been and always will be, and do that time is a human concept. We just don't understand that because there's no such thing of no beginning and no ending. You understand?
Here's what I think. When you were talking about that, God is this giant, like whatever. It would almost have to be something so large beyond our human scale. But that's the point I was going to make about the human scale. That's all we know is this human scale.
It's for humans.
My belief is this. Well, it's not a belief. My speculation, I go into this kind of idea of speculation. I think we may be tiny, microscopic, that we're so small.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing since I was a little kid. I kept thinking we could be like one cell or one tiny atom inside of something giant.
No, that we actually are.
Hang on, guys. Sorry, I'm going to wrap up PMT because it's 2:01, and then you guys talk about this. That's interesting. So thanks everybody for joining us for Precious Metal Takeover. Nathan, thank you so much for hosting with me.
Yeah, of course, Redford. Again, I appreciate you asking me to join. Glad I could do a good job, and It was fun, so appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, and thanks to everybody else who participated and joined and listened. And then also, just to announce it again, so tomorrow, Ghost or Ravenous Brad's hosting an off-topic discussion. I believe it's about video games. It's starting at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and that's Sunday, January 2nd. So hopefully you guys can make it. I'm sure he'll send out a ping to everybody at that time. All right, you guys continue talking about microscopic people. Or Sunny, you can play us out, whatever you like. Thank you, guys.
So the question is, would I have peace and quiet? What was that again? Would I have all the knowledge that I could get? Or would I take what? What was it again? Peace and quiet?
It was, is it worth it to sacrifice sanity and peace of mind for intelligence and wisdom?
Sanity and peace of mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to sacrifice my peace of mind for intelligence. No, I don't think so. I think I'd take the peace and quiet and serenity over intelligence. I'd be willing to give up some of that knowledge for serenity.
Yeah, peace of mind would be worth everything.
Yeah, I'd be willing to give up some of that some of that knowledge.
Well, if you live for like hundreds of years, wouldn't you get kind of bored? Like, at some point?
That's you with the limit that you got right now.
Yeah, like there's so much, like you were saying earlier. Like, I mean, like if I could live to 1,000, like imagine everything I could read and learn.
That's like saying, oh, I'm worried my son or daughter is going to be gay while you don't even, yeah.
Well, I think the only worry you'd have would be just dying, right? Like getting killed, since you can live pretty much forever as long as you don't get murdered or something, right?
Peace and quiet.
I'd definitely spend 100 years doing absolutely nothing. Now you could spend 100 years as a monk. Still got 900 years left. You'd be one hell of a good guitar player.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can find the curve.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can find the curve. I love that.
I believe I can touch. Oh, this is the new one, Sonny. I believe that I can look the sky, and then that I can realize the shape of the earth.
I can find the shape of the floor by looking at the ceiling lights.
That's good.
The attendant at the hardware store looked at me like I was out of my mind. But I don't understand, because NASA says we can just look up to the sky. And don't we have to believe the man? Why would they tell us a lie?
I took a sextant in, and I made an angle to the light in the building. My horizon. 'Cause
I believe there are more horizons than one.
What if you took a sextant into a building and used the main center light and made an angle to it and said, "Look at my angle. Here's my horizon. This is a globe."
4
And you're in a
horizons.
square building. Like, what the fuck?
Which one? Which? That's what QA said. QE said. Which one did they measure the curvature with? The invisible horizon? Or was it the nautical horizon? Oh, shoot.
They measure invisible one because they have the rate for the invisible. They don't have for the visible one rate.
Yeah, so that's where you can see the curvature, ladies and gentlemen. You go out to the seashore, and when you see that invisible horizon, you know you got it.
Yeah. If you don't see the horizon, then you need to measure. Then you start to measure. In the moment when you don't see horizon, then you measure horizon. Where is horizon?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Make sure you're always not measuring the thing that you're trying to measure.
Yeah.
Go look at something else if you're trying to measure
Wile E.
something.
Coyote. Wile E. Coyote and the fucking Roadrunner. The Roadrunner is the horizon. Wile E. Coyote can never measure it and never catch it.
Never
Holy
catch it.
shit.
Who's Wile E. Coyote?
Wile E.
Yeah.
Coyote. What? Wait a minute.
Acme, the Rockets, all of it.
Okay, here we
Catch
go.
the horizon.
I love these images. Wait a second. There's one. Man, Miguel is like super fast with those memes. Gee whiz. Hmm.
It's a Roadrunner it's a coyote and a Roadrunner cartoon where the coyote always fails trying to catch the Roadrunner. So I was just saying that, the Roadrunner.
Oh wait, he does catch him one. One time he does catch.
Yeah, he does.
But then he gets away.
Always gets away. And the Wile E. Coyote always gets crunched or smashed or dropped. Here we go. It's actually the predecessor of NASA, so
yeah.
Let's find an image of this early NASA shot. Hold on, everybody. This is going to be great. One moment. Yeah, here's early experiments. Wait a minute, what happened? Technical difficulty.
Dude, the only thing you can compare the moon landings to is old Godzilla movies, bro. That's the only thing you can compare it to.
NASA doing gravity test right there at 9 minutes after for your viewing pleasure.
Not a
That's
space
funny.
agency.
Not a space agency.
Sorry, I was AFK.
It's alright.
I had to deal with some girlfriend drama.
Nautical Air and Sea Agency.
Uh-oh. Girlfriend.
Yeah, we're breaking up right after New Year's. I told her to grab her ball and jam it in her ass and get the fuck out.
You should have told her we're not breaking up, we're breaking down.
Keep it flat, baby.
Communication breakdown.
No, all you need to do is piss a girl off is tell her she needs to wear a mask while you're doing it.
Oh, I told you my New Year's resolution, eh?
Oh, that'll go off that'll go off.
My New Year's resolution is I will stop smoking weed when Captain Morgan puts his foot down.
Okay. Well, first of all, you're going to have to locate Captain Morgan, so good luck with that. Anyway.
He's right beside me.
It's all good.
Captain
fun.
Morgan's right beside you?
Captain Morgan rum.
Yeah.
Bro, I got some of that too in my drawer right here. I haven't drank in like over a year.
Nice. Is his leg down?
Let me take a look at the bottle. Hold on.
I only drank that stuff one time.
I had the very same last night, as a matter of fact.
Was on Thanksgiving, like or 19. I don't even know when. 2003.
Good stuff.
I wonder if you can Google Captain Morgan's stuff and see if he has his legs down in one of them, and then there you go.
And then I'll be
I was
fucked.
gonna say that'll be the next Mandela effect, right? He'll be putting his leg down and saying, "Here, what was that?"
Exactly. Because I was just thinking, like, is there a certain kind?
Captain Morgan.
Let's look at all the images, then, shall we? Yes, we shall.
That'll be a good picture if he's got his boot on the ball earth.
Yeah. Where'd you go? Okie dokie. Uh-oh. No, foot down.
Uh-oh.
It's on a barrel. The foot's always on a barrel. Always. How does that guy move around with his foot always on a barrel? They never show him foot down, ever?
He's just perpetually resting.
We're searching. That's the one with his leg up with no barrel. Oh, even in this one, his leg up is on the rigging. What? Always have his leg up. Oh, shoot. Oh, I found one. Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
He just wants to have a leg up on you, that's all.
We're in big trouble. This could be the end.
I'll have to make a New Year's resolution next year. Captain Morgan. Yeah, but that's not in circulation for.
Oh man, he found him one with his legs down.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute.
Show me an advertisement.
I think. Hold on. This cartoon is an imposter.
I don't think so.
You don't have to smoke weed. I mean, you don't have to stop. Error on the side of caution.
Error on the side of tattoos. Notice that.
Yeah, we'll just find one little minute thing about him and we'll say that's not him. They can't prove it because it's a cartoon. That's funny. Yeah, that's kind of funny. It's actually like the Glober's coming here.
Captain Morgan. J.P. Morgan. That dirty motherfucker.
Like the Glober's. Wait a minute. No, I got sidetracked again. Easily sidetracked. Did you guys didn't hear my Bob Dylan rendition last night? You should go back and listen to last night's show. It's hilarious. I do it really good. When I'm walking down the road and I know that I'm not at home. It's so cold in the snow. That's why I wear my shoes, you know. Excuse me. I've been smoking weed non-stop. Don't know how to stop.
Tesla?
Well, I don't know what you would call that a study in, but anyway, study in A. Musical Meanderings by Sunny. Did anybody do anything interesting last night? Out of the ordinary? Spontaneous? Nope. Just like a regular every other day? And nobody's talking. Okay.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. My bad. What did you say?
I'm sitting here talking to myself, that's all.
Happy New Year.
No, I was listening to you. I just didn't have a chance to grab the damn mic in time to say anything. You were like, "Oh, I guess I'm bummed."
I see. Gotcha. No problem. Yeah, I know you guys are listening. It's cool.
I was
Did we
asking
do
if
a
you knew New
precious?
Testament. I'm
Did we do
sorry.
a precious metals takeover?
Yeah, I think it's just over now.
Yeah, it just ended, I think.
But we could continue with whatever. That's usually what happens. We have a conversation like before and then during and then just continue it after. Or change the topic, whatever. I don't know if there's a topic. Anybody want to bring a topic to the table? And I'll ramble on endlessly. Not really.
I got a topic, but I think it's probably one that we can't talk about.
Oh, shoot. There's other rooms, but we don't want to vacate the live stream.
What's the movie? It was like I'm gonna say in the '90s or the '80s where the guy had the glasses that can see the truth, and he was
They
seeing
Live.
like Bay and
They live.
They Live. Right.
They live, yeah.
Rowdy
You guys
Roddy
know
Piper
about
was
that
in it.
movie?
Yeah, I've seen it many
I,
times.
I'm trying to find it that everybody wants to charge for their movies. I don't get it. Stupid.
So on the money it said, "This is your God," which I thought was really interesting. You know, I saw it before I came to the Flat Earth, so when I saw it again, it was just like, wow.
It says, "This is your God," right? Is that what you said?
On the money, yeah. And then
Yeah.
they had this on the street corner. They had this sensor that was like going around like sensing. I guess it was like recording like conversations. So this is the kind of stuff I feel like it's happening now. But it would be insane to think it was happening back then.
Yeah.
But I think it's happening now.
It was a telling of what was to come, like all the movies are doing.
Well, when most people pray at night, they pray for money.
Yeah, on the newspaper, on the magazine, it said, "Stay asleep, don't wake up." Oh my God, it was like
Isn't that
so
funny though?
evident.
The people don't pray for world peace. They don't pray for certain other things. They pray for like money.
Weird. Just like now. Yeah, how bizarre that is. Yeah, obey. Stay asleep. Listen to what they say. That's what I say. I'm out on the street at a corner and people are standing there with their face covered. I'm like, make sure you do what they say. Do what they tell you. Gotta do what they tell you.
Listen to God.
Do what they tell you.
Oh, one of the things it says, don't question authority. It says that. Don't question authority in the newspaper.
That's a good one to be at a corner. Don't question authority. Make sure you do what they tell you. They just, you should see them go. They go into like a glitch mode. They're freaking malfunctioning.
And now Rage Against the Machine plays to segregated audiences only.
I can't believe people are so stupid. Anyway, it's a new year. Let's be happy. Bring in the new cheer for the new year 2022, y'all. What a trip. 2022. I never thought I'd see years that. I don't know, man. Wild. Got a really good shoe for you in 22. Really big shoe.
Rage against the crowd. Rage against the people that are mixed in the crowd. Yeah.
They only play to people now who did what they told them.
I just like, this guitar is so beautiful sounding. Just has a voice, you know.
What kind of guitar is it?
It's an old Yamaha. It's about 40 years old, at least 45 maybe.
Nice, I love old Yamahas.
It's an old one, FG 160 from Taiwan, made in Taiwan. It's badass.
They make the best cheap acoustics.
See, like a simple phrase like that, isn't that pretty?
Remember we were talking about different types of guitars you can come up with, like a water guitar or
Yeah, that's never. That's never gone out of my mind yet. I still think of it. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I'm just saying, I've got more ideas.
Well, I think you should start DMing me some ideas. I mean, don't blast me, but because I have limited attention span, I'm trying to limit it some more because your attention span can be too wide, too broad, too wide, too far out there away from your center. For me.
Sponge guitar, a choral guitar.
Enough. That's it. Two different minor scales mixed together.
Just nonsense guitars. Guitars made out of like banana peels and nickels. Just whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. You could have a guitar made out of like chips. Corn chips. Make like a. Did you say spinach?
Yeah.
That's a good one. When Demox said sponge guitar, I thought a choral guitar, just pure choral. It'd actually probably be a pretty beautiful
I said
guitar.
a choral guitar. And a guitar enlaced in liquid. Like a liquid or a gel guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
To where it could have hollow portions and liquid and air pockets in it, and then it would play the reverberate. Ooh, that'd be badass.
Wait, did you say you have seen one, or you'd like to see one?
No, I'm imagining one right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is all out of Demox demented mind.
That's okay. I should hope it's from your brain, your mind. And if it's demented to somebody, oh, they can go fuck themselves.
Whoa! Oh, that sounds great. Make a song of it. Da 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 da. Oh, they can go fuck themselves.
It's like a march.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's more of a jig. But yeah.
Anyway, never mind. Oh my gosh. Start making cartoon music and commercial music.
All you need is one jingle, and you're set for life.
Mm-hmm. But if you have 1,000, you're disallowed. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna do a little jingle. So this takes participation from the audience. So everybody listening, you have to join in. You have to do your part to create this little scenario. So we're gonna do a little cowboy tune here. We're gonna be like just moving along. Okay, so you're two flat earth cowboys. You're coming in from the plateaus and the plains.
Hang on, I can't sing right now.
Okay, you could just talk. Okay, don't.
No, I don't want to talk over you playing. It's very rude.
No, you're supposed to be joining in and doing the
I can't right now. I can only listen. I have to put some groceries away, and I have to feed my cat. I have to change his litter box. I have to do this stuff before I get lazy. So, but I'll be listening.
Well,
I love you all.
Well, other people can help.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah. Don't be a weirdo, man.
Dumb man is weird, bro.
Who's gonna be a first? Well, riding in from the plains, it's so flat. It's always the same. It's so dry. I'm about so dry, I can't catch my breath. The sky kicked away my. I don't know. Come on, help me out here. Okay, listen to Sunny Be Stupid on Discord. Okay, join in everybody. Wherever you are in that part of the plane, just remember, the earth is flat. No, you're not insane, no matter what they might say. So if you're... Okay, one-man band here. Harmonica coming soon, because I have the technology.
Harmonic balancer. Music, resonation. A motor, an organ. The same thing.
Syncopation.
A conductor, conduction. Sound.
When I was driving across the plain.
The earth is flat. The earth is flat.
So the question is, what key will I be?
Does a golden flute have a different resonation from a silver flute to a copper flute?
In G, I'll probably need a cross harp such as C. Let's hear how this bad boy's sounding this morning. Wait a second. Excuse me, let me catch my breath. And a little sip of coffee.
A harp. A liquid harp with liquid in the strings. Hollow tube strings.
Demok. Yes, silver, copper, gold. It's all going to have a different sound.
Oh, yeah, baby. High C, baby. High C.
Oops.
528 hertz. Match it up perfectly or don't play. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm matching it up with the harp.
Helio. My dad used to fuck around with the Steely Dan tunings, which I guess are really, really difficult.
No, they're not.
Yeah, you too, Sonny. Y'all should look those up. It's frightening how complicated those tunings, and then how to play with those tunings.
Which player on Steely Dan?
The Steely Dan players. I forget. I think there were two of them that.
Guitar player, because
and they were like, have you seen not Thelonious Monk, but they did like a pentagram of the star of fifths or something. Hold on. Circle of fifths. Let's see this. It's like all of music laid out, and it's a big 5-pointed star. Hang on. Yeah, it's called the Circle of Fifths. You guys heard of that? This might help you both understand. I'll bet you're too high to understand this, Sonny.
No, I'm not. I'm perfectly.
Whatever.
What are you talking about?
What? Look at the voice text.
Okay, hold on. I'm a little behind in the voice text, I do admit. All right.
That's
I'm scrolling,
to me that's advanced music theory, but I guess it's not.
Yeah, the Circle of Fifths, absolutamente.
But there's whatever. If I find it, I'll post it. Aha! I found it. Look at this.
That's
Coltrane.
After.
John Coltrane. There we go. Dumb dummies. Well, come on. Okay, check the voice text. I think that's really advanced music theory, but maybe it's not.
Okay. I can't believe I could do that. That's amazing. It still amazes me. I wish I could get that one to work. Oh, dang. That's not bad. Oh, this is a raspy old harp. Jeez. It's not too loud, is it, with the harp there? Is it too loud?
No.
Really? Maybe if I point the other way. I just don't want it to be overpowering the mic.
Somebody would have said something.
Okay,
and
cool.
Speaking with an audio engineer, you sound fine. It's a cycle of descending major thirds. It's not the fifths.
Oh, that's rad. Dang. Shit, man. I love that.
Something tells me today is not the day to get into the cycle of descending major thirds. And that's okay.
You wouldn't think you'd be able to pull off flat fives, sharp fives, freaking flatted seconds.
So wait, are you trying out what I sent?
What'd you send? What'd you send?
Oh, check the voice text. John Coltrane's descending major, cycle of descending major thirds, and you probably know what that means. I don't.
Yeah, it's like what I use. Yeah, it's like going like.
Yeah, his is more jazzy. Crazy, right?
That's like what I do. No,
sounds like jazz piano on the guitar.
What it is it's freaking. Let's see, alternating major minor triads. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, and you can see the triads. Are those chords? Are those chords he's playing? The circled ones?
Yeah, because triads are three chords. So we're gonna go alternating major minor triads. So you mean blah, blah, blah. See, I studied his Coltrane pentatonics for 2 years.
No shit.
On my own in my little room. Every morning I got up for an hour
pretty
or
good.
two.
I couldn't do it, dude. I could not do it.
That's how I learned this. Like, I could do it anywhere now.
Yeah, I'm a drummer. I picked the easiest instrument because I'm lazy, I suppose.
So I love this, and when I have a pick, if I have a pick, I can, after a while, I can kind of just rip on them. So I gotta do it slow at first. See, I do this little country twist. That's 3 notes. Da 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 da. So attitude. See, you stay away from the fourth dreaded. You never hit the fourth. And on this particular one, you stay away from the flatted seventh. You don't play a dominant seventh, that flatted seventh. You play the sixth instead. So you got that sound with a flatted third, which is minor, with a sixth, a natural sixth.
Oh, you lost me long ago. At least 3 minutes ago.
Then you have a diminished one like that.
And they've each got a personality.
I got it, missing.
Are you playing around that circle right now? Like going clockwise or some shit?
No, hold on. I'm going off my own thing. So here we go.
Oh, okay.
Since major third cycles divides the octave into 3. Okay, hold on. Major third cycle divides the octave into 3 equal tones, tonal areas. C. Hold on, I'm out of tune again. Damn that harp.
Is the harp tuned to itself? Like
it can't be tuned, so if you're playing.
Oh, you can't tune your harp? Why not? You don't have a drum key?
You can't tune a harmonica.
No, I said harp. You call a harmonica a harp. I do not. I do not.
See.
I call it a harmonica because I'm not a psychopath.
Okay, so it says Coltrane. So the
harp.
So the third away from C is A flat. So, and then another minor third lower is E.
My stepsister played harp for about 2 years. She was really good, and she just dropped it. Can't really make a lot of money playing harp.
You see how that sounds? So the result is E, C, E flat 7.
Ooh, of course he used that chord.
B7, E, the G7.
Whoa. He's got some weird chords in there. It's an interesting mixture. It's like salt and pepper. Sorry, go ahead.
It sounds like this. C, E flat.
It's almost like he's trying to be annoying with his chord structure. It's just like the weirdest fucking.
Yeah, so like you can do this like. Okay, I'll get it. Watch.
It sounds like stumbling up the stairs.
So I'll just do it in 1, 2, 3, right? No, 1, 3, 5. So C, E flat. Okay. C, E flat.
See, this is why he was John Coltrane. You can't figure it out right away.
You keep confusing me when you talk.
I'm sorry, I will shut up.
No, it's hard. You don't have to, actually. Keep talking. C, E flat, A, F. Fucking stretch that is. Hold on. Change. Okay. Wait a minute. No, it doesn't do A flat. Yeah, that's right. Okay. That's pretty tough. C.
Now we gotta listen to a song that uses that. How do we do that?
Because they're sevenths, so it sounds weird, so you go.
Those sound super country riffs.
Because it's just the chords I'm playing, like bar chords, so making it sound like kind of funky, but.
Well, and he played it differently on the piano. Yeah, it sounded more like that. Trumpet playing son of a gun.
So if you do the second one, the second extension, it sounds really trippy because you'd be going like. So I'll try to do the seventh of the second one. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible.
Well, they're goofy.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm gonna eat 24 eggs today.
I could rip on that.
Trying to get that winter weight on, you know what I mean?
How much winter weight you got?
I'm
a little over 200 pounds right now.
What?
It's muscle, mostly muscle. I'm 6'2". Got a lot.
Mostly muscle.
Well, I don't have a lot of body fat, and I know my BMI, and I know how much I exercise, and how much I eat, and how much I sleep. And I weigh myself. I think that's about all I can do, right? I mean, I'm getting a physical soon too. I could ask my doctor why I weigh 200 and something pounds, but he'll just say, "Well, you're either very unhealthy, which you don't look to be, or you're fit." My blood pressure will tell us the real truth, right? The silent killer.
Yeah, that's right. Truth is always there.
And it's always inside of us. Oh!
Yeah.
I love that oh thing that, what's his name? Get out of here. Oh! Dice. Andrew Dice Clay.
I studied who's the guitar player that was the guitar player for Benny Goodman, the first one to use an electric.
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Pickup.
Is that the guy who Michael J. Fox is imitating in Back to the Future when he's playing?
No, that's Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry. Okay. Was I close?
This is no. This was way before.
Way before.
During the big band,
big band era. Okay, so check this out, Sonny. You might appreciate this. There's two of them that we did in high school. We did marching band renditions of, one of them was The Who, Tommy, The Who. It was crazy. And then we also did my favorite was, and now I'm forgetting his name, Buddy Rich. We did a lot of Buddy Rich shit, and that was so much fun on the drum line, dude. You should have seen it. And the horns and everybody they just destroyed the music. It was really fun. We got second place at the state something or other. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We weren't doing it because we were competing, although our band director was, obviously he was militant and he was good at what he did, but we just loved what we were playing and we wanted to play it as well as we could, so I think that's the key.
Wow. Oh, Sonny's. You playing, Sonny?
Yeah, there's no. I'm doing like a study at the some more Coltrane.
I gave him some homework and he's doing it live.
Charlie Christian is the guitar player. I studied some of his Benny Goodman song. I can't remember it. Oh, wait a minute. I can't pull that one up right now. The memory part is like high. I'm adding my own embellishments. Oh, that's right, the 7, so. When you really explore like all the possibilities in those chordal changes, so it says Coltrane interposes a diatonic dominant before each diatonic dominant. Hold on, let's see. Since the major third cycle divides the octave into 3 equal tonal areas, C, A flat, and E, Coltrane interposes a diatonic dominant before each one, resulting in a strong dominant to tonic the fifth, a seventh, fifth, and a first harmonic resolution to each subsequent tonal center. So let's see what you're saying. Before, oh, I see. So there. Wait a minute. That 3 lines is complex. What the hell?
That's how it gets you.
So before, yeah, that's a minor third ahead. So all minor thirds. See, that's weird. That's weird, right? So. That's really what it's doing. So it's not. So. That's like doing this. Isn't that a trip? Ba 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 ba. So da 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 da. Right? That's what I get. No, it's like. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, now I'm cooking with gas. I'm gonna think of something cool. Whoa! Why doesn't it go to D there? Hold on. Oh, I see, from B. Wait a minute. Wow, see how weird that starts sounding when you do just some notes from the higher up extensions of the chord. So that's what I like, because that's what the saxophone, clarinet players use, like that kind of stuff. So that's why I do that in the guitar, and it's striking because the guitar has a loud voice.
It right. Certainly is a Looney Tunes bowl of nut sauce. Yep.
Thanks for that comment.
Yeah. I figured, man. It's like, listen, cocaine made the world go around back then, so I figured he would find and write some just weird shit, and he did. And I'm not saying he didn't have the natural talent, but let's be honest.
That's how it goes.
It's a jolly riff. It's a jolly chord.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
Isn't that Jurassic Park?
It's like
it is, dude.
It's a big band song. No, good.
I don't care. From now on, it's Jurassic Park. All right, I'm going to read this out loud. Get said, because we need to get back on topic. The Big Bang evidence could be erased in the future as, quote, an entire chapter of the universe's history will be, quote, ripped from the book by expansion, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson has warned. The leading explanation on how everything began describes how the universe expanded from an initial state of extremely high density and high temperature. Detailed measurements of the expansion rate of the universe place the event at around 13.8 billion years ago, which is considered to be the age of the universe.
Oh dear.
By abject retarded.
It may as well be, right?
Yeah. So, and then based on large quantities of experimental observation and theoretical work, the scientific consensus is that space expanded very rapidly within the first fraction of a second after the Big Bang. Get-Beget's question is, how did they get the detailed measurement of the expansion rate? Oh, this is what they would say now. They would say they're measuring it right now, and so they'll just back engineer it. At the rate it's going now, they're just going to say we're going to back calculate it, right?
Oh. How did they measure that fraction of a second?
Yeah, listen.
Creation.
Fraction of a second right after everything exploded from nothing.
So they know about that. Wow.
Not only that, they claim it was around approximately, so they don't really have to own up to saying exactly 13.8 billion. They can say all of that's just approximate. Oh, educated guess.
That's really big brain. That's super big brain stuff, I think, isn't it? That's like.
Like I said, it might as well be. Of course, you're going to bring this in. When I was going to come in just now and tell you guys how to understand the modes in music.
Oh, cool.
All right, cool. So you start from it's the white keys on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That's C, right? It's the white keys. It's eight notes, right? Have you?
Helio, it sounds like your mic's in a shoebox under the passenger seat in your car.
All right, well that sucks ass. So let me.
What happened to your mic? What happened to your mic, man?
I don't know. Let me fix it.
You got to plug it back into the computer. That's the first step.
All right. What great advice.
Got to be smarter than the cable there.
Oh. Is this better? Is this better?
Way better. You're back to normal now, but
cool. Okay, so the modes are just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. It's just an octave, right? And the modes are starting like you start from 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. You start from 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Yeah, so you start from 3. That's Phrygian, right? Dorian is starting from 2. 3 is Phrygian. 4 is Lydian. 5 is Mixolydian. So you start from G, like on the white keys on a piano. That's Mixolydian. Are you listening to me, Sonny?
Yeah, I'm playing the third one. Now you're going fourth.
All right, cool. So you start from 4 and start from 5. Those are different modes. So you're playing basically in a major key, but you're just starting from a different point. That's what modes are.
On the fifth mode, it's Mixolydian, right?
Mixolydian, yes.
I don't think Lydia would appreciate that.
And like the minor key A, like when A minor would be, that's the Aeolian is what it's called.
Then the natural minor at 6.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, it's Aeolian right there. Yeah. Yep. And then if you start from the next step, which would be B major or B, not B major, it'd just be
B flat,
just the modal notes. It's just the white keys on the piano.
No, it's not.
Go a full scale, from B to B. With the white keys. That's the modes.
The last one would be B flat, B minor, flat 5.
No, you wouldn't do B minor.
Yep, that's it.
No, you just do the white notes on the piano.
Real quick, Old Ross Hasburn, Old Hoss Radburn, from the YouTube chat wants to come in and talk with us. I think he's trying to come in. Let me check the VC. Voice text, KJ is speaking. There he is. I'm going to go up to Cogdis VC. Can somebody bring him down to the real? Maybe I can. I'm going to give it a shot. See you up there in VC checking.
Okie dokie. That's good, Helio. That I like doing that because.
Yeah, the modes are the white keys on the piano, starting from one to the other. Just
I know them actually
it's
really
the entire
well.
scale. No.
I know.
Okay. All right. I like it. I can't remember all the names of the nodes or the modes, but anyway. I know Dorian starts from D, from the second.
D, right.
Doesn't matter what key you're in; it just starts from the 2. It starts from the 2. Yeah, it's sort of a minor key with the major 7th.
With a 6 and a flatted 7th. Yeah, minor.
Yeah, minor.
That's that Coltrane pentatonic I use has that but it's a more skeleton thing. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what key you're in. You just use the modes. Just when I try to play it, sometimes I just picture the white keys on the piano from C to C or D to D or E to E.
So you could do a B diminished to a G major. And that's a weird way to start. You're actually in the key of C, though. See, so it'll be like.
Oh, well, whose mama are you playing for?
What's that?
I said, whose mama are you playing for?
No mama. No, ain't no mama over here. No.
If you're gonna use the Phrygian mode, then you start with Phrygian. There you go. And then you resolve, eventually.
That's wretched.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see?
Where's my damn tuner when I need it? Hold on. Coffee.
Pretty good. Good stuff. So Blackflow.
That's what I like about here a lot, Helio. Is sometimes when we go into teaching mode, we can just help each other learn more. Like music is very interesting because it keeps you intellectually stimulated because it's challenging to kind of a lot of the concepts and things you have to develop in your own mind, right? You're dealing with a physical object outside of you, but you have to practice pairing your sense of what those structures look like in your mind.
Right, and music is math. Music is math.
It is. It's about space and time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only space and time. So I'm the only one that can bend space and time. Listen.
There you go.
Hey, can anybody quickly help me get VC Verify up in Cogdit?
Yeah, who do you want to verify?
You know him from the YouTube chat, Old Hoss Radburn. He's a staunch flat earther.
So you want me to get
all right then?
Verified?
Yeah,
that's what we like to hear.
Yep.
Oh no, he needs to be released from Cogdis.
Okay.
Oh, he wasn't Cogdis. Why?
And then give him VC Verify. I got you.
Cool.
He's got the roll. Tell him to jump in here.
Drop my motherfucking pick on the floor. I don't think I can reach it anymore. I'm trying to move to the couch.
Yeah, the modes are really it's a classic thing. It's just like starting from 1, starting from 2, starting from 3, starting from 4.
Welcome, Old Hoss Radborn. He's a staunch flat earther from the YouTube chat. He's always in there, putting in the globe destruction. So welcome.
Huge fan of flat Earth, by the way.
Old Hoss, welcome, Old Hoss, man. Great to have you. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Good to hear the voices.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Nice to hear yours as well.
Yep. Flurf's gonna flurf, I guess.
We definitely will. We definitely will be flurfing 24 hours a day. That's what we do.
Can't stop, won't stop.
The anti-flurfs told me it wouldn't last 10 minutes, so someone start a clock.
Really? That you wouldn't last in here?
Oh, wait. If you're respectful, you can stick around freaking the whole time, man. I mean,
that's true. It's 13:12 by my clock. So.
Well, I'm full of disrespect. We'll see how long I can hold it down.
Yeah, we all are. That's good. You're in good company, bro.
Dude, you listen all the time. You know what this place is about.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
We're fine, man. We like.
And it's about taking the piss out of each other, usually.
Hey, and to be honest, we have a lot of resident Globers, man. I mean, so why do you want to come talk to the flat earthers? I mean, what do you think about this?
What do I think about this? Well, I think it's all very interesting, the conundrum these globalists find themselves in, and I'm just enjoying watching it unravel.
It's because the lie has been revealed, dude. Everybody knows now. And now they're running it like chicken with their heads off, man. They don't know what to do, bro.
Typing words into the void just wasn't fulfilling enough anymore for me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, me either. I really, you've seen me in the chat every once in a while. I just, I'd rather talk than type.
Hey, you can't give a concert over text, you know?
So cool.
Yeah,
So what brings you here today? The new year. January 1st,
I had some spare
2022.
time, and I figured out how to work this Discord. I attempted to get on here a year ago, but I failed, so here I am now.
Well, you figured it out. So, so you're curious about why? Well, a year ago, your curiosity has been fulfilled. So now you have the Globe Earth role. Or no, you have VC verified. I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what caused me to make the leap today, but I made it.
So what do you? I mean, you've obviously been following our channel or our conversation for quite a while. What do you think, man? I mean, you think
I
flat
think it's a
earthers
great
are
channel.
totally full of shit, or what? What's the deal?
I think it's a great channel. I find it very interesting when the channel goes black every once in a while, or just the plug gets pulled or some violation is made. It always seems at a very interesting point, whether in the typing chat or in the voice chat. There's always something that is about to be, examined a little bit too far for the powers that be. Maybe that's the conspiracy theorist in me. I don't know.
So you have a potential towards that idea where they might be trying to censor us for a reason.
They just don't know how to do it. They have an old playbook, and they must stick to that old playbook because they can't do it on the run. They have nothing. It's the same reason why they can't make memes. They have nothing to protect.
Yeah, their memes are pretty shitty. We have the best. I mean, flat earthers have the best memes.
Flurfs can meme, anti-flurfs cannot.
They have really shitty memes. But anyway, as far as the general discussion, I mean, how did you come across this information? I mean, what do you think so far?
Well,
is this your first first conspiracy theory, quote unquote?
No. So I actually stumbled upon the flat Earth due to my interest in NASA. I was a NASA junkie. I watched everything. And I actually remember the last video I watched prior to stumbling upon the NASA Canal. If anyone knows what that is.
What is that? I've never heard of that one. NASA
Canal? Well, I was watching a video about the there's that famous NASA video of the thread in space or whatever they called it. And I said, well, what is that? And I stumbled across something called the NASA channel, technically called the NASA Canal by the one and only Math Powerland. And that was about at least 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it all just kind of, the house of cards fell. And I found the one and only Nathan Oakley. And then I've been in that chat every day or almost every day for years. And then I've almost been in the Flat Earth Discord for about at least a year now in the chats on the YouTube side.
Cool.
But yes, all conspiracy theories, they're all true. And I found the first unrefutable proof, not just an opinion, but objective fact through an old Time Life magazine. I found at a thrift store. And the same photographs that were in that magazine are still in the NASA archive. And what they've done in one of those photographs is they have combined a positive and negative image in one photograph.
Yeah, that's how easy it is. I know what you're talking about. And it's how easy it is for them to just like, hey, this is this, and they can recreate anything, just put bullshit out, and everyone just believes it.
Yes, and once I found out the lies they're attempting to protect, I realized the truth. I always knew something was rotten in Denmark, but now, over the last half a decade, I've realized it's all reality. It's amazing.
Cool. I'm glad you.
And there's nothing they can do to stop. There's nothing they can do to stop the truth from spreading at this point. But they will try.
Yeah. Do you feel like now we had the new year, whatever that might mean? Do you feel like that that's their bullshit is going to ramp up in 2022?
Yeah, I
really
think they have to go back to the drawing board. I think all their tactics have failed, and they don't have anything but.
Well, they don't have anything, but it's so easy to fool the public. Or maybe it's not getting so easy for them to fool the public. We'll see. I mean, this is. We have we're just like the drawing board has been rewritten for them because they have to figure out what to do with us conspiratards.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been looking into how telecommunications work and satellites, and obviously I want to say obviously, I don't want to be like that, but I know about how NASA uses all of this helium and stuff like that. But I was looking into how the rockets have nothing to push against argument, and I found a video of someone putting a balloon in a he put it in a vacuum chamber and released it, and it was still able to push just based off of the gas leaving it somehow. It didn't really make sense to me. So
That's small. There's a lot of things that you were saying there. Now, if you create an environment that is pretend, like they tell us about pretend outer space, and how something might thrust in a vacuum chamber compared to rockets thrusting in space, which cannot exist based on natural law. This is, you're asking questions that have never been proven. So, have you ever seen a pretend rocket or whatever in a vacuum chamber try to thrust off of nothing?
No.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I mean,
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, when they make claims about rockets going to space and going to the moon, or they're using thrusters, or the ISS, there's a lot of claims made about the ISS that are made. How it maintains orbit is by little thrusters that are just boosting it as it's falling toward Earth. They built it. There's no record of them ever building it, but they have these little thrusters that help it maintain orbit.
They
Go
bring
ahead.
oxygen with them. That's what they say, but I don't know how that could possibly.
Dude, look it up. You can either believe it or not.
Believe it or don't, I digress. This is Richie from Boston.
Dude, the shit they say about the ISS is fucking insane.
Dude, it's not even there.
Well,
what isn't where?
The ISS. It's not real.
No, it's like a hologram in the sky. Or no, you know what it is?
The Robert
I think
Bassano phone call
It's a. Oh no! I think they got a big
with
fake
the
thing
ISS
up,
guy kind
up on a
of
balloon.
seals that deal, I would say.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
up on a
I
balloon.
actually have. No, I have that video saved. But anyway, go ahead, Blackflow.
I was just gonna say for a third time, and it's speculation, but I think it's on a balloon up there, just floating.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like
those fall down in people's yards.
Yeah. The ISS one. I mean, all they'd have to do is fly it over an area where there's nobody, have it come down right there, do a little tinkering, and send it right back up, and just keep it, going. Look, we could predict where this motherfucker's going. That means we put it up there. Like, no, but
what
no.
about the app on your phone? You can know where
yes, it does. It means you put it up there.
You can see a light going across the sky.
Yep.
Because you have an app on your phone.
Can that just be like a constellation, though, that they're saying is like a fucking space station?
Oh.
See, well, a lot of the pictures are super blurry. People have compared it to a U-2 spy plane that's just decked out on the bottom to look like the ISS. A lot of speculation out there.
Indio posted the Robert Bassano interview with the guy from NASA.
Yeah, I would say the fact that Sesame Street sends a worm up to the moon is pretty good proof that something is not right with their fable.
I don't know about that. I will say Sesame Street's got some good symbolism in it, but it doesn't really prove anything, right?
Just like a lot of the stuff that people have been talking about for decades and centuries now. What fucking globe? What globe? What globe?
I don't care who's been talking about it for how long. It measures flat right now.
It's like, why do you want to believe Earth is a globe?
Right. That's a good question.
You want to believe Earth is a globe so that you can throw out all kinds of ideas about atheism or even religious people sometimes. Even in the idea of Christianity, they still follow the globe idea, but they have no proof or evidence that Earth itself, as we experience it, don't you all experience Earth as a globe? I mean, no, I mean
as flat and stationary.
As flat and stationary. My bad. I'm fucking whatever. I mean, it's New Year's weekend, whatever. But yeah, as
you don't have to excuse
stationary plane. As a flat and stationary plane, everyone here, everyone that you talk to, experiences Earth as a level stationary plane.
Maybe not this weekend, but yeah. In general.
Yeah. You might be spinning on New Year's Eve,
You might be feeling that gravity, that rotation now.
Hey, and to be honest, everybody knows this about me. I drink whatever. But yes.
You don't feel the accelerating expansion rate of the universe?
Not only that, I don't feel the constant acceleration.
Like sarcasm.
I don't feel the constant acceleration needed for the Earth to be constantly spinning.
That's fucking hilarious.
Well, the reason they must believe in the globe is because if they realized they were duped